Hi everyone, I'm any new province and I just finished up the league with Whisper Witches. A flashy Whisper agent really does catch opponents off guard. You can kill opponents in whatever matchup you want with a squad of flying fairies by clicking on the timestamps in the description down below. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel, I'd seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. Death Mask Duplicant. Whoa, is that like Trout Mask Replica? All right, well, we have Counterspell up on turn 3, Whisper Agent on turn 3 if we don't want to Counterspell. Think twice. Probably going to be a minute for that. Ninja probably isn't coming down anytime soon. I don't think this is bad enough to mulligan, though. We could go turn 1 Island. We might find Untap Land on turn 2 to leave up Counterspell Think Twice. I'm going to keep this. This isn't a bad hand. Let's do it. Oh, I should. Man, I used to love those Pop Goes Punk records. I really did love those Pop Goes Punk records. All right, so we found a land. That's good. It's not blue. So I think we're going to lead on blue source and pass the turn. It'll be a little awkward if we have to Karoo this back. I might just run out to untap land and think twice. Looks like we're up against Affinity, which is going to be awkward. The counter magic is going to help. Okay, that's sweet. So we'll get down Fairy Miscreant and Karoo back our island. And pass the turn. Maybe we can get a ninja down next turn. I wouldn't mind that. But we're going to have to find a couple removal spells soon. Like, we do not have a good enough clock to even deal with 3 2/2s this early. Oh, and a 4/4. Good, good. Nothing like it. Maybe we can, like, ambush them with Whisper Agent at some point, but I don't foresee that happening. So yeah, so next turn is going to look a lot like get ninja down, replay Fairy Miscreant. I don't think I can represent anything. I could like represent Disfigure with a mountain, or with a swamp, but I kind of just want to replay Fairy Miscreant this turn. So we'll attack, go through to blocks. Opponent can't block. They probably have the Galvanic Blast held up here. They have a lot of 2-drops in their deck. Maybe they're like stuck on blue mana and they've got a Thoughtcast in hand or something. So we'll get in for some ninja damage, draw another card. Oh, no, they have the blast. All right, sure. Geez, well, that's really bad news for us. All right, well, play an island and play a 1/1. Our opponent has a pretty intimidating board over there, though. We're definitely going to have to find some answers. I should check that out. I think we're going to have to 6, 10 down to 8. We're in range of 2 Galv Blasts. We've already seen one. I don't really know how this is getting better. I think I might get in the way of this mirror. They might play an ATOG or something. Let's take it. But this is going south real quick, gang. And I don't know that I could have sequenced better to beat it either. So what's our best out here? So if I play a tap land, flash in Whisper Agent, double block, Mirror Enforcer, untap next turn, we pretty much got a bunch of Xerox effects and like no interaction. I don't really think there's anything in our deck that can get us out of this, but I am going to play Bazooka Bog and maybe we'll get really lucky. We'll Whisper Agent to scry and find, I don't know, like Pestermite to tap something down so that we don't die and give us the opportunity to block again. Opponent's going to go to attacks. We're going to get to Surveil. That's crazy, like how fast that start was. I played against Affinity a lot of times, and I don't know if I've ever seen them come to the gate that quick. Ninja isn't going to do it, so we're going to have to bin this. And yeah, because even an extra draw next turn doesn't really do it. We don't want to be attacking next turn, so we'll bin this, go to blocks. Block and block. Yeah, it really did. They just like dumped their hand pretty much instantaneously. That was so nuts. And we're at 2. They're a Galvanic Blast deck. Don't have tons of hope here. Well, there's a Pestermite, but I don't think that's good enough. We'd have to find another creature. So you can play Untap Land here and get 1 main phase draw. We're still going to take 2. I think we're just dead. I really do think we're just dead. So you can tap 1 creature, block another, and then 1 still gets in for 2. I guess we could hit like Doomblade or something. So I'm gonna think twice here. No, just another think twice. So even then, so now we can just Pestermite think twice again, but we're dead. I don't want to show them Pestermite because that's kind of relevant. All right, so let's see what we've got for Affinity. We got some Annuls, we've got some Hydroblasts. I don't think I want that many Hydroblasts. I probably want like 2 at most. Crypt Incursion, probably not coming in here. So let's see what we want to take out. Disfigure's not super good against this deck. Dreamspoiler Witches can clean up the Frogmites when we find them. What's up, BC Male Dragon? How you doing tonight? I know. It's been like 2 weeks. Glad to have you back. Well, I guess it's been like I took a week off. Hey, what's up, Hardcore MTG? I missed you in there. Yeah, it does feel like it's been a while. We're right back at it, guys, playing the janky old Whisper Agents. We're doing a pretty bad job of getting in the way of affinity creatures. So I guess Counterspell is just like less efficient. So I can take out 2 Counterspells probably. And what do we already go down? So you have 2 Counterspells, 2 Disfigures out, which I'm pretty okay with. Disfigure might trade with an artifact when Atog's on board, but I think I'd rather have these spells. And I think that's how we're going to run it. We're going to try it like that. We're going to hope we draw into our counter magic on time. Buy back a creature at a critical juncture. All right, this hand's pretty okay, actually. So we have a Doomblade for their first 4/4. We've got a Whisper Agent to trade with a Frogmite when that matters. We have to lead on a tap land, which is a little awkward, but it might allow us a Ninja or something on turn 3. So I'm going to keep this. Chalk the loss up. Pretty typical start to the PPP evening. I wasn't super duper confident in this deck. It's tough to find the right home for Whisper Agent. 3 drops and Pauper have to be pretty strong, or the rest of your deck has to be really, really strong. I don't know if maybe this comes in for like Tron's kind of more. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. Some of Tron's stuff, maybe. Maybe this goes in a Tron deck. I don't know. Probably not. It probably doesn't replace Seagate Oracles. Having 3 toughness is really important. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to lead on Radiant Fountain or Swamp here. I don't think it really matters. We are going to run out our Spell Stutter Sprite almost regardless on their turn. It'd be nice to hit like a Springleaf Drum or something with it, but... So we'll play a Radiant Fountain here just to get some life gain. We might hit a Karoo next turn and want to pick it back up. And we'll pass. We got AK to keep the cards flowing. And I was thinking about that too. I was thinking maybe we should do something like that. Maybe like put it in black. Another blue mana is welcome. So we're gonna go to combat. We're gonna attack with Spell Stutter Sprite. Go to blocks. Get down Ninja. Nothing worth Doomblading just yet. And we're gonna get to draw a card off of this. So that's pretty much ideal. Yes, sir. We draw Fairy Miscreant, which is a really good draw. So we'll play Fairy Miscreant and pass turn. I think so too. It's really hard to build around. Is the toughest thing. This is just one of my favorite decks, and I kind of love playing it. Sometimes you really get to jank them out when you get your Dreamspoiler Witches on board. But when you're playing a more aggressive version of that deck, sometimes it's a little tough. I'm going to get in. Oh, they are. They're going to let us hit with Ninja. Okay, sure. Must think our deck's pretty bad. So I'll play a Swamp, go to combat. Maybe I should have held on to that before we drew cards. Good amount of interaction in hand, which is where I'd like to be. There's a Pestermite. That's awesome. Okay, so I wonder what they're going to try to cast here. I think most of the stuff that we would Pestermite on upkeep to tap this doesn't matter. So I'm just going to pass. We have Doomblade, Spell Stutters, Think Twices, just a bunch of stuff we can do on our opponent's turn. All right, what do you have, opponent? I don't think I'm going to counter anything. Oh, that's pretty good. But I'm not going to counter it. What's up, Storm? Hey, Sambaram. I'm doing good. I'm feeling rested. Yeah, they know us well. All right, so we will Spell Stutter that, but I think they're going to... I have a feeling they're going to Galvanic Blast Spell Stutter Sprite, but honestly, I'd kind of rather Spell Stutter get Galvanic Blasted than anything. And really, actually, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Pestermite and untap a blue source and then Spell Stutter so that we counter it regardless, or untap a land. What's up, Baltzmark? Hey, welcome back. So we'll see if our opponent has a response to this. I'm doing this so that regardless of whether they have Galvanic Blast or not, we're going to have 2 fairies on board when Spell Stutter Sprite comes down. So I'll Sprite, and they might have some kind of counter here. They might have like Pyroblast or something. Gal Blast Ninja, sure. Carapace Forger gets countered, and we have a pretty good clock in the air now. Plus a Doomblade and some Xerox in hand. I don't mind it. We're going to let old Frogger get in. Turn comes back. Immediately to combat. We're going to get back our Spell Stutter here. Go to blocks. Pick up Spell Stutter Sprite. Get in some damage. 2-turn clock for our opponent. Wouldn't have minded hitting a land there. I think I might actually main phase think twice here. They can all do all their stupid ATOG stuff instant speed anyway, so leaving up this Doomblade is kind of a non-issue. Wouldn't mind hitting my land drop here. Actually, I'm going to accumulate a knowledge. We might hit more accumulated knowledges. We didn't. All right. Pester might be able to tap down their blocker and get us another hit with Ninja of the Deep Hours, plus a little bit of extra damage, which is pretty okay here, considering that they're at 10. There's a Mirror Enforcer and an ATOG. Okay. No big deal. We can deal with all of that. We get in with Frogmite. Okay. Dismal Backwater. Tap land there kind of sucks. So what do we want to do here? I'm probably going to have to kill this ATOG. So I think I'm going to do that outright. There isn't a way to get this Mirror Enforcer out of the way to draw another card with Ninja, unfortunately. I guess I could like make them sack an artifact to this and then kill it. But that doesn't seem right either. Oh yeah, definitely have to kill ATOG. So I think I'm gonna get. We're not doing it right now. So go to combat, attack with Miscreant and Pestermite. Get him for 3. And play tap land, gain a life. Pretty important in this matchup. And we're going to go ahead and do it now. They might have some silly, like... They might have Fling in hand and might just be able to go off instant speed. So we'll kill ATOG. Already made our land drop, so there's no point in continuing to cantrip. Yeah, we'll run Spellstutter Spread into that. So ATOG down. We got a good clock in the air. And we have a way to tap a blocker to get in some instant speed or some surprise damage next turn. So maybe we got him. I don't know. It's tough to say. Definitely do not want to count these chickens yet. Opponent hit a lot of lands. Pretty lucky for us. Whoa, Sam. Thank you very much for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. If their last card is Fling. Ugh. Tilt into Oblivion. So I'm going to attack with Mirror Enforcer. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So they have plenty of damage to kill us from 18. So this damage doesn't matter that much. They're going to Galv Blast, Pestermite. Okay. No cards in hand. Pauper or Bust. Thank you for the sub, man. Sub train. Let's go. Sweet. Thanks, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Hydroblast here is also pretty awesome. My opponent's at 7. Okay. So let's Hydroblast ATOG. No cards in hand. And 1, 2, 3. Pestermite. Frogmite. And we're putting him up against it here. Just not playing Whisper Agents. Go to combat. Get in for 4. Put our opponent to 3. We got lots of flyers. They're going to have to peel a Krark Clan Shaman here or something. Draw a card. It's another Whisper Agent. No doubt. No, that's awesome. Thank you very much, man. And thank you for calling me your favorite Pauper streamer. Oh, man. Thoughtcast is definitely a way they can find... Or a way that my opponent can find a way out of this. And will we die to Teamer Battle Rage here? I guess we die to Teamer Battle Rage Galvanic Blast, so I actually am going to block. Then I guess if they kill Ninja, we can't win next turn. But that's okay. We have more attackers, so I'm going to go ahead and block here. And hopefully that means we're not dead. We would have only been dead to TBR Galvanic Blast there, so they have a Frogmite. Okay. It's a blocker. What do we draw? Spellstutter Sprite. Okay. I'm going to think twice main phase here. Soul Manipulation. That's spicy. All right, we'll go to combat and attack. And that's probably it. Yeah, attack our opponent to 1. They have 1 card in hand. We have Spell Stutter and Soul Manipulation. We can even get back Ninja or something like that, instant speed. Thank you for the bits, Type 1. Careless Whisper, yes. That is such a good song. Thank you, Paparazzi. Thank you for the friggin' subs, guys. Oh my goodness, we're going and we won. Woo! Woo! Probably, but I was okay with holding up soul manipulation just in case I had some kind of haymaker. I don't want to draw to see if I could find Pestermite to just win the game. I feel like every extra turn you give affinity is bad news bears. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty happy with how sideboarding went there. We're not that worried about their instant speed spells. This might even be able to come out for another counter spell though. But I don't know. That went pretty well. So I'm gonna run it back. Hopefully we can take down affinity. Let's do it. They're on the play, which is daunting. at least daunting. Man, I appreciate those subs so much, guys. Thank you. Turn 1 a null is pretty rad. Into turn 2 counterspell, I kind of like that. So keep this. We'll stay off black mana for a second. Pretty light splash on the black mana here. Okay, that changes things. So play a land, play Fairy Miscreant, pass the turn. We'll see if our opponent leaves up Galv Blast next turn. If we can get Ninja down early, then it incentivizes them to kind of stay back. I think we're going to see some Frogmites. No Frogmites. Several artifacts, though. All right, it's playing on tap land. Go to combat. Swing the Fairy. Get Ninja down. Start drawing cards. Especially where they only have a 1/1 on blocks. Pretty good. And we can just keep playing on tap lands next turn. So this is our opportunity. There's a Mirror Enforcer. That kind of sucks. Would have liked to grab that. Don't have a ton of ways to deal with it otherwise. Oh, and Carapace Forger? Okay. So our opponent just dumping their hand onto the table. Oh, this is how they got us the first time, that's for sure. Gonna attack for 1. Okay. Well, it's gonna have to be our removal spells now. So I'm going to play... Yeah. Play Dismal Backwater. We are going to need this black mana probably sometime soon, and we're just going to have to pass. Oh my goodness, that was nuts. You go for a ninja one time and just completely get blown out. We could have left up a null and counterspell. I guess we would have gotten to eat 1/4/4 and we'd be down a ninja for our trouble. But yeah, I don't think there's any point running out Fairy Miscreant here. I guess most of the spells we would counter would be either red or an artifact. Yeah, so actually I am going to run out Fairy Miscreant. Can't leave up 2 counter spells anyway, so I'll leave 2 situational ones up and hope we hit a spell that matters with one of them. Our blocks are more or less irrelevant here. I'm gonna get in with everything. Okay. Spells that are countering 2-drops, actually kind of important. But I think we take it this time. Down to 9. But yeah, it is looking pretty bad. Not that my name's Jim or anything, but it is looking pretty bad. Counter target spell, if it's red, hopefully this resolves. Actually, we can just wait till our turn. They have 1 mana up. They might have Pyroblast. All right, if our opponent has Pyroblast, then they drew like absolute crazy people. And they get it. Oh my god, they have it. What? Okay, no, we're good. Like, we're not really good, but... We're better. We're better than we would have been. Fairy Miscreant's a good draw. So go to combat. We'll attack with Ninja. We're at 9. It's not a wonderful place to be. Man, thank you for the sub to Tuna. We have the crazy sub train going tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you. That's amazing. All right, so we'll play out Fairy Miscreant. And we'll leave up a couple counters this turn. Oh, Chainer's Edict. I don't know if we want to Edict to leave up a null or not. I think I'm going to play Backwater and pass. We have to develop our mana base. Maybe we can leverage this Edict into being something relevant. We'll try to do that. We'll see what our opponent's turn looks like. Part of me kind of wants to double block a Frogmite. They're going to equip up Frogmite. Okay. Go to combat. And I think we're going to say goodbye to the fairies now, because we don't want to go to 2. We also don't want to go to 3. So we'll block like this. What? Type 1? Thank you. Guys, this is nuts. I should go away more often. You know, distance does make the heart grow fonder. Oh my god, guys. Thank you. Seriously. This is nuts. This is nuts. I think we're dead, but this is nuts. Maybe not all the way dead. Maybe not all the way dead. So we'll play a land. We will Edict you. leave up a couple of counter spells and some card draw for next turn. I think this means we have to block with Ninja, which is bad. We can't not block with Ninja, so I think that's what that means. We're going to have to chump with Ninja next turn. We're going to have to draw real well here, gang. Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you for the subs. That means a lot. Thank you very, very much. Whenever I wonder if it's time to pack it in, you guys just come out and you're like, you can't leave. That's silly. Don't be so silly. All right, we'll block. Get into Galvanic Blast range. Oh, Ninja definitely took one for the team here. He did draw a couple cards. There was a valiant effort on their part. Opponent's going to pass. They might have Galv Blast. Oh, I can't even accumulated knowledge here. Okay. Soul Manipulation. Ugh. 1, 2, 3. So I get Soul Manipulation for Fairy Miscreant for a blocker? That doesn't do it. That seems pretty bad. So let's accumulated knowledge. Oh, man. Oh, we're like close. We're close, but I think we're dead. Oh, frig. So close, guys. A couple of good draws. I don't think Whisper Agent's going to do anything here. We can edict them down to one creature, but we don't have a creature to play. Yeah, it was close, guys. It was close. We almost stabilized, but I think we're dead. GG's Affinity. Man, those are some fast draws out of Affinity, I must say. Okay, so I think I've decided that this hand is very bad and that I should mulligan it because we can't even hit Whisper Agent on turn 3. Like, what are we doing? Think twice? Turn 3, think twice? Discard to hand size? I guess we can discard think twice to hand size. This hand's bad. Get rid of it. This is a little bit better. Not a lot better, but it's a little bit better. I'll keep it. We have the opportunity to have Counterspell on turn 2, so don't want to look that gift horse in the mouth. But yeah, so UMA looks... I'm just so excited, because like Guilds of Ravnica's commons were powerful and exciting. Sweet. Put that on top. Guilds of Ravnica's commons were powerful and exciting, but they're like really straightforward. You know what I mean? They're not very flashy. Are we playing Affinity again? Can we not do this tonight? Can we not just play the same deck 100 times? It's like usually different decks every week, but like it's still kind of a boring experience, I'm sure. Oh yeah, Affinity one more time. All right, run it back, gang. Here we go. Mono Affinity the Knight. Opponent, free Frogmites on board. Oh, and it is beautiful. Yeah, no more Affinity tonight, please. So we'll play Untapped Land because it gives us access to Counterspell. Being able to, like, surveil something that we want with Soul Manipulation is pretty sweet. Opponent's going to go to combat. The only thing I'm probably going to counter is an ATOG. We don't really care about these little beaters. Like, we should be able to block them and find a Whisper Witches to eventually kill them. ATOG? Nope. And our turn. Play land and pass. Now, the question here is, I don't think we're going to Whisper Agent until their end step. Like, if they attack, then good for us. I don't think we're going to eat Soul Frogmite with Whisper Agent, because they might play a creature we care about that we can Soul Manipulation. And we'll want Whisper Agent on the battlefield to Ninja back anyway. So, I'm all right with that. We'll see what they're up to. Thoughtcast is not a fair Magic card. It's not. Yeah, we're not going to run into... Oh, God, yeah, no. Can we please not play Mezzle? Then finally Mezzle. No. Anything but that. Please. Also, no more Thoughtcasts. I hate Thoughtcast. This is like my least favorite card. Stop. Stop it. You're not allowed. That's not okay. Flare Husk. That's a pretty good blocker against our Ninja, which kind of sucks. Funny coinky dink how they got a Flare Husk there, but okay. Whisper Agent comes in. We will mill accumulated knowledge. We definitely don't want that. What do we find? Have you ever picked up a Whisper Agent with a Ninja of the Deep Hours? It's weird. Usually, oh man, more Frogmites. Well, I could have Soul Manipulation to that, I guess. A lot more Frogmites. God. Frogmiting intensifies. All right, well, the plan this turn is going to be to Whisper Agent to eat a couple of Frogmites. As unexciting as that sounds, we're definitely on the back foot here. And if they play an ATOG or something like that, we're going to have to counter it. They're going to attack. We'll put them down to a single 2/2. Plus, we'll have some soul manipulation fodder in the bin. Hopefully this goes well. We'd like to see something that we can ninja someday with this Whisper Agent. What do we find? Another ninja. No, we don't want another ninja. Now they know there's a ninja, which is bad. We can get it back someday. All right, go to blocks. Kill 1,000 frogmites. It also puts them off of extra artifacts to catch their, or cast their, the frig is this? TBR? It puts them off of extra frogmites, or extra artifacts to cast their mirror enforcers and stuff, which I'm okay with. Pyroclasm? Got him. TBR, all right, they're going to eat Whisper Agent. You got it. So they must really need those artifacts. And they're going to pass. Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay, we're kind of off to the races now. So play land, pass the turn. Well, off to the races until we just die. 2 Thoughtcasts, man. Like, you can't beat it. Like, how do you beat 2 Thoughtcasts? Do you? Do you beat 2 Thoughtcasts? I was going to get in for a Jillian. And a half, I think, actually, if you do a little bit extra math there. Jillian and a half. A Jillian, like a lady named Jillian, is like, you know, probably getting 1.5 of those is a lot more jilting. Opponent's going to let the Spell Stutter come down. Okay, sweet. We find a Disfigure, which is okay. So we'll go to combat, attack with Spell Stutter. Triple S. And we'll pick up Spell Stutter. A little choked on blue mana here, unfortunately. Opponent just like trigger fingering that removal spell for Ninja. Draw a card. It's a swamp. Little or a lot awkward here. We'll play it. And pass the turn. Spell Stutter up. Disfigure up. Soul Manipulation up. But we are at 8, and this is a Galvanic Blast deck. So... Hit him 4 times with Ninja. Easy. Way she goes, man. Way she goes. All right, so I'll go to 5 here. I'm going to Disfigure this Frogmite. I'm not going to be blocking with... I'm not going to Ninja... Or I'm not going to flash in Spell Stutter block with it just yet. I don't think we've arrived there. And take 3 down to 5. Opponent could be just like sandbagging more TBRs, I guess, which would really suck. Because we might want a Soul Manipulation here. Land. And Carapace Forger, so we will Soul Manipulation that. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have a juicier creature for us to deal with. What do we want to get back? Just another Ninja? Maybe a Whisper Agent? We might not have time to Ninja again. Yeah, so we'll counter this. And I think we're actually going to return Whisper Agent here. We're up to 6 mana. It attacks for more as well, and it gets us something off the top. So get back Whisper Agent. And opponent just passes. It's good for us. We are, however, at 5, and we drew another land. Okay. So we can deploy 2 blockers at instant speed next turn. I'm willing to take 1 off of the Germ token. If it means we get an extra damage here. Doomblade is an awesome draw. So we'll just pass. Man, a Thought Picker would be sweet here. A Thought Picker off the top there would have been awesome. All right, so opponent plays a land. They're aware of the Spell Stutter in our hand. They're just going to pass. Okay. The fear for the Whisper Agent is palatable. So we'll play a Whisper Agent. Surveil. I'm going to keep that on top. And I don't think we want to Spell Stutter here. I think holding on to Spell Stutter for a 1-drop is actually probably kind of relevant. The question is, I don't think we Doomblade Frogmite either. All right, go to combat and attack with Ninja. We'll leave them with a 1/1. I'm assuming they're going to trade off Frogmite here. Oh, they're just going to chump. Okay. Sure. We'll just pass. Lots of instant speed interaction. There may come a time when it's just time to kill this Frogmite and start getting with Ninja again. What's this all about? Equips Flare Husk. Yep. Oh, probably so that it can eat Ninja. All right, we have Doomblade in hand. I actually think I'm going to run out, or we have counterspell in hand. I actually think I'm going to run out the Doomblade on this. Get the clock going. They only have 3 cards in hand. Opponent's going to pay 2 mana. They're going to fling at our face. Sure. So we're going to go to 2. Oh, they're going to fling at Ninja. Okay. Sure. Do not want us drawing extra cards. Think twice is a pretty good draw. So let's do that right now. We might find another Ninja. Find another counterspell. Okay. So we'll attack with Whisper Agent for 3. And pass. It was? The way that they tap their mana? They're going to Prophetic Prism. Sure. Dig, dig, dig. This is where Whisper Agent kind of shines, because it can get in a fair amount of damage. Opponent going to pass. Pretty happy to leave up Spell Stutter in the face of Galvanic Blast here. Also pretty happy to gain some life. Another Spell Stutter is awesome. We'll go to combat, attack for 3. No, I don't have the whole rogue package in here. It's a little bit of a cop-out. We've got the fairies and the ninjas and everything backing up Whisper Agent. But Whisper Agent's putting in some work here now. This might make the highlight reel. 1 Spell Stutter sprite doesn't change the equation. We have so many Spell Stutter sprites. So we can counter everything our opponent does from here until the end of the game, which is pretty sweet. And pass the turn. Oh, baby. There's Mirror Enforcer. I think I will counter that. We have Spell Stutter for the next thing they cast, which is nothing. Go to combat, attack with Whisper Agent. More blue mana is welcome. And we'll pick up the Radiant Fountain. On their end step this turn, we'll probably run out 1 Spell Stutter sprite, maybe 2. Population, us. Counters, 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 counters. So I am going to run out a couple Spell Stutters here just to have the pressure on our opponent after this. This might not be the right play. But if they remove 1 instant speed, we have a 3rd to back it up. Which, I mean, it isn't ideal. But if it's what has to happen, it's what has to happen. So we'll counter Atog. Our opponent going to Gal Blast a fairy. We will cast another fairy. And I think we got him. Nice. All right, so annuls and Hydroblasts come in. Go down 2 disfigures, 2 counters. I think that's how we want to do it. There's probably an argument for like a disfigure or 2 staying in, maybe another counter or maybe another Hydroblast or something. But I like the way that this looks. And then there were fairies. I know somebody on YouTube was asking for blue-black fairies too. I know that people are a pretty big fan of the archetype. And I am too. I really like this deck. I'm just usually putting bad cards in it. All right, let's keep it going. Keep that 50-50 record strong. Thank you so much for that sub train earlier, guys. That was amazing. You take a week off and you're like, you forget what you leave behind. You guys really care. It matters. It matters a lot that you guys care so much. We're 50-50 on affinity right now, so hopefully we can go positive in the affinity matchup. That'd be pretty nice. Their nut draw is just too much, though. Like, I don't think we can keep up with their nut draw. It's too crazy. I think we're gonna have to expect some Krark Clan shamaning here. Oh man, and just a great snap mulligan to start us off. I think we're on the mall last game too. Yikes. Yikes. We need 1 land. How many lands are in this deck? Let's have a look. Thank you, Type 1. How many lands are in this deck? Let's have a quick look. 21 lands, 4 of which are Karus. So the next, if we hit a Karu, we're good. I don't think we can keep mulliganing. It's going to be sketchy. We're going to bottom Ninja. We've got a draw. We've got a Hydroblast to kill an Atog. Going to 5 looking for our next land. Probably not advisable. Especially because our second land gets us moving. And we have interaction on 1. Null, it's nice. It's not the best, but it's nice. I might, even a Flare Husk here might eat a null. Chromatic Star doesn't matter. Our turn. Land. We found our second land drop. Okay, guys. Okay, we might make it. Things got a little touch and go there for a second, but we might make it. Carapace Forger is a nightmare. But A nightmare that I'm okay with. Frogmite doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You guys hear that? Good old voice crack. Especially because we have Dream Spoiler, which is... Carapace Forger is exactly what we were worried about. Yep. That's real bad news for us. Oh, opponent. Oh, this is not good, guys. Not good. We find a ninja. All right, I guess we'll pass. This savagery is unmatched. Affinity keeps doing this to us, man. Yeah, Carapace Forger does not fit in Nightmare Tribal. That's a pretty sweet Gundam he's got there, though. You guys ever watch Gundam Wing? Have you guys ever seen Gundam Wing? Man, the storyline of Gundam Wing is just bananas. Opponent has resolved 2 thought casts. Proceed to scoop phase. Prophetic Prism doesn't really matter that much. I think I'd rather grab pretty much any other artifact with our null. Man, Gundam Wing, it was such a good series, I'm telling you. So the question here is, like, do we just Spell Stutter, get down Ninja next turn? I think we do. I think missing land drops is like a great way to lose this game. We could accumulate a knowledge and keep leaving up counter magic, which might even be better. It's really hard to tell here. Oh man, that was sweet too. I feel like that was a little lesser known moment in time. I think we learned last game that giving Affinity too much time to set up is bad, so we're going to just do this and pass. We find a Radiant Fountain, so welcome addition to our mana base here. But I think we're on the leave up Spell Stutter, Hydroblast, and Null plan again this turn, which is not a great place to be. But yeah, like, I don't know if, like, how many of you guys were around back then? There was like this fine kind of 2 years of the early internet where it was just like metal or like heavy music set to anime. And I don't know that I was like particularly into either one when it started, but by the time we were headed out of that phase, man, was I ever into that stuff. Opponent's gonna Prophetic Prism. Yeah, it was like in the early 2000s sometime. I think it was like Linkin Park was pretty big. I probably wouldn't have known about them were it not for that. Opponent's gonna keep prisming. Okay. Well, this is giving us a chance because now we can Spell Stutter, get our ninja down, and hopefully start finding removal spells. So Spell Stutter, go to combat. This is still bad that we're missing land drops. I guess I kept it a 1-lander. Like, I can't complain that much. So we can still leave up interaction while we attack, which is nice. Okay, so we have 2 interactive spells up for next turn, but our life total is getting way too low here. In darker times, youngin', let me tell you. We're going to try to go for the ultimate achievement here of wrathing our opponent's board, killing an opponent's 4/4 with a Dream Spoiler Witches. There will come a time. So we'll go to blocks. Nothing's going to happen here. We go to 5. How many Galvanic Blasts, opponent? How many? Oh my goodness. Too many for us to counter, I imagine. It's 2 Thoughtcasts, man. Thoughtcast is a crazy card. Like, what are you even supposed to do? Atog. Yup. Oh, come on. Sack your board or something like that. This isn't a 4/4. That's why I didn't counter it. All right, so let's accumulate a knowledge. Draw some cards. Still dead to 2 Galvanic Blasts. Draw a Pestermite. That's okay. That's good. That's good. So we can Doomblade Atog here with counter backup. Pestermite on our opponent's upkeep. Tap down Carapace Forger. With the opportunity to eat 2 Frogmites. We're still dead to a lot of Galvanic Blasts, but I don't really know that we have the luxury of getting out of that. So let's Doomblade Atog first. While I'm thinking of it. So maybe we even just want to leave up our counter magic for next turn. Maybe they're going to go for it here. No, not going for it. All right, so on our opponent's beginning of combat phase, we will tap down this Carapace Forger. We would love an opening to get this Dream Spoiler on the battlefield, but it's just not happening right now. We're at 5. Like, that's so low. So low. But we're going to shut them off attacks for this turn. Yeah, we're very close to being dead. When half the songs on the internet was Linkin Park. Yeah, thank you very much, Ute Volkreen. Glad to be back at it myself. So let's Pestermite, and we're tapped out now. If our opponent has some non-zero number of Galvanic Blasts, are they going to get us with the tap it with Springleaf Drum trick? Try to get us to, like, click yes on Pestermite? Red mana. They're going to fling at us. Gut shots Pestermite. You got it. So they're going to get in 2 damage this turn. We would like to tap Carapace Forger. Unfortunately, Ninja are going to be taking one for the team. They could just have Galvanic Blast in hand. At which point, there's no fighting it. If opponent has anything. Literal, actual, or figurative. Anything. Opponent plays a land and passes. I just like scoop on impulse. It does now. Here comes a spell I would have liked to counter, I'm sure. Black mana. What is this nonsense? Reaping the Graves. Whatever. Well, I think we played to our outs there, gang. I think we played to our outs there. Did about as well as we could, but our opponent is just spicing us the F out. They only have 2 cards in hand, but I can't think of any number of spells we could string together to win here. Like Hydroblast kills Atog. We can block that. We can go to 1, I guess. Okay. Damnation off the top. Is the play to like cast Dream Spoiler, which is Hydroblast this on upkeep? No, wait, hold on. I had a line worked out where we go to 1. What was I thinking? Probably just a line that doesn't exist. So if we Hydroblast this, we block this, we're at 3. We still take 4. GG's. Let's try again. I thought that was it. I thought that was match. I was settling in. Settling in. Guys, I'm pretty sure that's my mind just like breaking down. I'm pretty sure I was never built for streaming. Any idea what the next deck tech is going to be? No, I actually don't. I guess next week, I have next week's net benefits picked out, and I think I'm going to be playing the Sonic Assault deck for possibly Pauper Playable. I really wanted to try 5-color control with the new gate. Is that what it's called? The 5-color gate that you can play. But it was really slow and didn't play Scred. So it was a lot worse than Snowgo. Snowgo played considerably less tap lands. Man, if we can just resolve this Dream Spoiler, which is... You know what I'm saying? Like, is that so much in this universe to ask for? We have a Doomblade for the first ATOG. Yeah, we were close. We were close. 666, Yarla... Oh man, there's no way I'm going to get that username. But I'm going to call you 666. Is drawing cards more important than playing a tap land while we have the opportunity to do so? We do have to do something soon. So I think I actually am going to run out Island here. Pump fake the counter spell. Been working on a Jace's Erasure deck. I think, so... Just not against Affinity the first 2 matches. I'll call you 666 though. So... Jace's Erasure, I would definitely defer. Like, Jared James B is actually a pretty nice dude. Like, you can just actually probably just ask Jared James B what's up, and they'll give you advice on it. They might straight up tell you not to play it, but like persevere. They'll probably give you some sound advice by the end of it. All right, it looks like we're going to be on the double Dream Spoiler plan here. So play Dismal Backwater, leave up our interaction, pass the turn. Next turn we'll get down Dream Spoiler Witches, hope our opponent doesn't immediately kill it, and then start using it to wrath our opponent's board. Springleaf Drum. So they're off to a really slow start here. They're just passing. maybe realizing we f6'd there. So that could have been suboptimal play on my part. So let's spoil some dreams, gang. This is so dead. Metallic Rebuke, here it comes. Oh yeah, that's like, and they're a really nice guy too. Like when I was playing Milver, the first week that I was around anyway, that Jared James top 8'd the challenge, the deck lists weren't getting posted. So I had no idea what their exact 75 was. So I had to figure it out. And I just messaged them on Discord, like on my lunch break. I was like, hey man, like, what did you run in the challenge? And of course they gave me like a full rundown. Oh yeah, no, go for it. Absolutely. Any roughly magic related links are totally welcome. Have at it. Well, there's a creature. But I think we're going to run out another Dream Spoiler and like risk taking 4 next turn. I wonder if they're going to kill this. I wonder if they're worried about it at all. Oh, they're going to kill it. Opponent. That was going to be fun for the whole family. It's awesome when your family has bad dreams. Yeah, I'm going to do this, especially because Dismal Backwaters are what we were playing for the next couple turns, and we have a Doomblade in hand. So we'll do this, pass the turn. Soul Manipulation Doomblade on our opponent's next turn could be an absolute beating. Because we might be able to like counter a creature spell, kill a Mirror Enforcer, and like kill something else with Dream Spoiler triggers. Man, Storm, thank you very much for the sub. Yeah, like the chat might be better on this. I'm definitely not the person to ask about successful erasure builds. How many Thoughtcasts this time, opponent? How many Thoughtcasts? Relic of Progenitus. Okay, that kind of sucks. That's definitely going to put a damper on our future plans. We're going to leave Dream Spoiler in there. And maybe get it back first opportunity. Man, thank you very much, Storm. Thanks, everybody, for the crazy amount of subs we've gotten tonight. It means a lot, guys. Seriously, thank you. And thank you for the follow, Stefan SRP. Thank you, man. It's nice to have you. Welcome to the Jank Bank. Can we play 4 instant speed spells on our opponent's next turn? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So we can only play 2, shrink down the Mirror Enforcer, but we can shrink it down small enough to kill it with a Whisper Agent. So that's sweet. Go to combat attack with Dream Spoiler. And pass turn. I hope they play a creature spell here. That would be sweet, because it'll force them to sack Relic at the very least, and we'll get to shrink down Mirror Enforcer. But I don't know why they would do it pre-combat. They're going to... Okay, so Dream Spoiler, unfortunately, is going to have to go away. Oh my goodness, Dominate 538. Thank you for the sub. Man, the sub trains tonight. Thank you, guys. Oh my goodness. I went away for 1 week, and obviously you guys got worried. I appreciate that a lot, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to flash in Whisper Agent and shrink down Mirror Enforcer. Yes, we would love to use that ability. Comes in, we can Surveil. We've got this Soul Manipulation, so I'm okay. Ooh, no, I'm going to leave that on top. I don't want that in my graveyard. I would love to draw that next turn. Opponent's going to go to combat and just pass. All right, there's Frogmite, so... Yeah, Frogmite doesn't really matter. We can just kill it on our opponent's next turn. I think they smelt the counter magic there. There's Springleaf Drum, also doesn't really matter. And no other plays from our opponent. Now the question is, do we run out Whisper Agent here? I almost think I do. Get the pressure start? No, we should save it for next turn when we can flash it in. We can just pick it up. So I think, yeah, I think we do. So get down Whisper Agent. This will ensure that we are able to get our ninja down. I might as well shrink down Mirror Enforcer. It doesn't really change the math that much. I'd rather pick up one of these than... Oh, I guess they could block. Pretty awkward. We're tapped out. Our opponent might see an opportunity here. I don't know what instant speed spell they're going to cast, though. They might want to kill this. We're going to leave Ninja on top. Whirlwind Rider is pretty great. Like, you don't have to do that too many times if you got enough cards in your hand to, like, completely turn it around. Our opponent is deep in the tank here. They're leaving up Relic. I can appreciate that. Maybe they'll counter it. I don't know. What's this gonna be? Removal spell on Dream Spoiler, which is... Oh, they're just going to counter it. Okay, sure. No, we cannot pay for that. And yeah, I might as well. We draw Ninja. So I am going to have to Ninja back Dream Spoiler, which is pretty awkward, but it is what it is. So go to combat, attack with Dream Spoiler, which is... Go through the blocks. Pick up Dream Spoiler with Ninja. Draw a card, deal 2. Gush is an insane card. Oh, they better have a Gush in there. Gush is going to win you games you just have no right winning. All right, so we want to get our mana up about as far as we can. So we'll play a land, and I guess we'll replay Dream Spoiler here. We're going to take some beats next turn, but I'm not super worried about it. This Soul Manipulation kind of rotting in our hand a little bit, but... Opponent's got 3 cards in hand, 2 cards now that the land's on the battlefield. We still got Doomblade. We can take care of this Frogmite next turn. Them not casting... Them, like, sandbagging creature spells this turn would be ideal, obviously. Oh, okay, here comes the red mana. Which is... Okay. Oh my goodness, do they have Fling? Is Fling their last card? Don't. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Oh no. They had it. They had it. Oh my god. Why? Whatever. Yeah, ban blue. Uh-huh. I mean, I'm gonna block this. Like, I don't know if it matters. They probably have Fling. Ugh. The savagery. Opponent, tapping a Jillion mana. Yep. Making the egg tog the egg tog. Making the egg tog a big boy. Mm-hmm. We're at 22. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So they have enough to kill us. They just have to sack their whole board. I believe it. I believe that they have it. That's fair enough. It's just the most giant bluff. Yep. Yep. There you go, guys. Get greedy. Recommit your Dream Spoiler to the battlefield. Your opponent's last 2 cards were Atog and Fling. TF dub, guys. TF dub. Did I call it Egg Tog? Easter's just around the corner. Gonna slow roll it all the way to the bank for us. Yep. Come on, opponent. Do me dirty. Like you know you do. Daze, imagine. Flings us. Pretty good 2 cards in hand there you got, opponent. So, Dingleberry, on the play here. They've decided to keep their 7. Got Fairy into Ninja. We've got 2 Fairies, Ninjas. Got a tap land and a tap land. I guess it depends on what they're on. I'm going to keep this. This doesn't seem that bad. Mud you today on my end? Oh, mono blue. Oh, it is fun. But it's certainly not mono blue Delver tier. Let's have a good time. All right, guys. Here we go. Mono blue Delver matchup. You can if you can resolve your Thought Picker and get like 1 turn with it. If you can untap with Thought Picker, you're usually in pretty okay shape. But you can't always. So I'm gonna give a little Spell Stutter bait here. And here it comes. All right. They'll get their stutter. But we're gonna lose something by discarding the hand size anyway. So we'll pick up a Dismal Backwater, pass the turn. Hopefully they don't have a Ninja here. Is there a special thing about it? Days pick up my Dimir Aqueduct. Judge. Yep. Here comes Spell Stutter and Ninja. Let the beatings begin. Okay, so we need to untap land here for this game to just not essentially be over. All right, so there's untap land. So we will play Chainer's Edict. Floating mana for days. What's up, Shiny Rob? How you doing? Do I have to like go through the infinite other Robs before I have the opportunity to potentially run into you? Is it like Pokemon? If I run out in the wild long enough, will I eventually someday find a shiny Rob? How many people in here have never seen a shiny before? They did have days. It's interesting. We have Ninja in hand, so dazing there, probably a pretty good play. Oof. Flip Delver. Here it comes. I don't know if they sacked the Ninja just for the fun factor or what, but we definitely did not stand a chance if they kept it. I have. Yeah, no, I have seen Firefly. Surprisingly. No doubt. That's really cool. That's really cool. Gen 2 shinies are like, OG, man. That's awesome. Congrats on your Gen 2 shiny. Ooh, shiny. There's a Spell Stutter. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. Spell Stutter comes down. Oof, gang. Oof. Here comes a Ninja. Opponent's going to Ponder. I don't really care about Ponder. I'd rather get a Miscreant or a Delver with this bad boy. Or just like have the surprise factor to block this. That's sweet. You know, the games, you get access to a shiny... Oh, you do? Oh, yeah, no, you're right, though. All right, opponent's going to go to attacks. I can only assume the full frontal here. So we're going to flash in Spell Stutter to block this Spell Stutter so they can't Ninja off of it. But when that's the universe you're living in, you're not in great shape. They might even Ninja back their Delver. And then replay Delver. No, okay. All right, 3 mana. The islands are really nice. I'm just going to pass. 3 mana up, okay. So we will just play a land, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Pass the turn. No hard cast ninjas here. Gonna do some end step playing. We want to hit land drops until we find another edict. I don't like that. Daze doesn't really matter here. Cantrip only costs 2 mana. We cannot let them get that Ninja. That is just not happening. Do these decks run main deck to spell? They don't, right? Oh, that would have been nuts. Yeah, no, that would have been crazy. They might be a little bit friendlier to us because we're on the Spice. But I kind of half expected this from this deck. I'm really not very high on Whisper Agent. I was like happy about it. I'm glad it existed. I'm glad we got a couple games off Affinity. But it's tough, man. To leverage 3 and 4 drops in Pauper is a hard way to do it, especially if you're not playing just other broken cards in the meantime. So here comes Dealver. I think that's just it. I think like the format is just like distilled to that point, right? Like you really have to target other strategies because other decks are going out for just like generic stuff that is good. Like Spire Golem is just a busted card. Gush is just a busted card. You know what I mean? Against kind of any of the other dirtily commons. So you really have to prepare for that. And I don't think Whisper Agent brings anything to a strategy that's trying to prepare for that. And not to mention that the strategies are hard to hose kind of intrinsically. That's just kind of what they are. It's what they do. More counter magic. All right, so let's run out our Ninja. And we'll pass. They might have a hard counter for us here. I'm kind of okay to fight that fight, but they're also a Daze deck. I would like to kind of start a card draw race here if I could. We're never going to fight back if we don't have some kind of recurable card advantage. Oof. Battle of the Hardcast Ninjas. And I imagine theirs is a little bit better, but luckily we're going to get to kill it with counter magic backup. And we're going to have to draw at least a land to get our Edict back online, but they might have counter magic for that too. There's another Ninja. All right, let's get down another Ninja. We're at 8. It's a pretty messed up place to be. This is a Daze deck. I wonder if we should just wait. No, let's run a Ninja. If they can't counter it, then we're in good shape. Well, we're not in good shape, but we're in okay shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's one of those nights. I just got done a rant about how no one ever pays 4 for Ninja. I know, man. Spire Golem is just absolutely an insane card. There really isn't like when you're playing an aggressive deck, that's it. That's game. Like you just can't attack. Like the only way you can do it is be wider than what they are, and Delver goes wide too. That's why Mono Blue Delver just like blows my mind, man. Like it honestly is just the I don't know, it's just the craziest deck. It really is. It feels unbeatable for me. I guess it can be a little bit inconsistent. We're on the Hardcast Ninja Mirror out here. All right, so let's go to combat, see if our opponent wants to trade their Ninja, and then we're going to flash back our Edict. We could draw more spot removal. What's up, Merlin? They're going to Muta the Ninja. Okay, so they're going to get to eat our Ninja. I guess I should have countered that. Probably. Almost definitely should have countered that. But we are going to get to flashback Edict here, which means we're not dead, I don't think. Another Ninja. I could just hardcast another Ninja for the Rubbins. And actually, that plays around Days and lets us leave up counter magic. So let's run out another hardcast Ninja. All right, pass the turn. Yeah, it's just a really good blue tempo deck. You won, Terry? Good. Congrats, man. Cheers from Italy. Man, Merlin, thank you so much for coming through from Italy. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, it's Atlantic. It's Atlantic. Come on in. Settle in, man. We're still here. Not performing particularly well tonight, but that's okay. It's all right. Oh, hopefully this counterspell saves our life. Because it certainly didn't back there. Playing around Days was also probably just dumb. Attacks. And is this Muta FT dub? 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Think twice on their end step is pretty good. Even just drawing another land to protect our Chainer's Edict would be okay. From Days, at least. Whisper Agent. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 2 Disfigures in our deck to draw into. If we draw Witches, we don't win. So I think we have to go Chainer's Edict and just hope. We're going to try to draw land first. But we're going to go Chainer's Edict and hope that our opponent, I don't know, doesn't have a counter for it. But that's pretty high hopes against Mono Blue. A flyer would be okay. Would be okay, but no, we kind of maybe that's a good reason to think twice. We could just draw a blocker with counter backup. But if we go for that, yeah, if we go for that, then we just die anyway. So if they do have an interaction for it, or if we miss. So this is on board. It exists. It's a way we don't lose the game. And it's the spell. So well, the spell starter is just going to get sacked and then we lose. All right, GG. Thank you, Dingleberry. Thank you for the thorough ravaging. All right, let's board for Delver. So we're going to bring in Crypt Rats, and we're going to bring in Stormbound Geists, and we're going to bring in a Dispel, and we're going to go down. Actually, Dispel's not that good here. We'll go down 1 Counterspell. We'll go down 2 Chainer's Edicts. And I think that's how we're going to do it. It ain't going to be easy, but it's how we're going to do it. What Ninja? Oh, no, I should have played the Ninja. Just crack the chest, man. Just crack them. Go for it. I know. It's crazy. It's like I'm part of this cult who just never opens packs or freaking sit to get the 4th one out there. Yeah, man, we were being a couple of chumps hard casting our ninjas. That's what you do in the Whisper Agent deck. You hard cast ninjas. All right, guys. So clearly, we're about to go 0-3 here. Clearly something went wrong in the Whisper Agent brew house. Into blue back myself and no success, so hope you're doing okay. I'm gonna stream at work as it kills down. Oh man, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Yeah, it's a rough go. But I'm also playing Whisper Agents. I brought this on myself. Alright, I would love to play first. Crack it all. I'm with Merlin, man. Well, 2 Stormy Boys. And that's not the worst opener. I'm going to keep it. If you're not first, you're last. Yeah, we pretty much are last here now. Gotta run now. Thanks for the stream. When will it be uploaded to YouTube? It'll be uploaded to... Oh, nice! It'll be uploaded tomorrow night around 7 p.m. before we go online for net benefits. So that's when you'll catch us for that. Come through. There will also be an article on Reddit where I post articles. I forgot my links tonight, guys. I'm rusty. Running effing Geist in the main. Oof. Yeah, that's not a great day for Delver. They're not gonna like what our hand's looking like. So, well, Dismal Backwater, nothing to do with it, or Dimir Aqueduct, not Dismal Backwater. Nothing to do with our 1 blue. Hopefully our opponent taps real low here. But they definitely got Geist on the brain. Catch you tomorrow, Sam. Thanks for coming through, man. And thank you very much for the sub. I really appreciate that. All right, so it's not time to get Geisty with it just yet. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to... No, we shouldn't try to Pester Mite, probably. Because they might have days. So I think we got to Disfigure a Ninja with Spell Stutter backup? I know that sounds weird. We could like Beta Days. This all sounds bad. All right, well, let's fight on their turn. Maybe we'll be okay that way. And then again, fighting on their turn. Getting guys to win a na 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 na. All right, so this is crazy, right? So to play around days here is just gonna lead to a massive suboptimal number of plays. So if they don't have days, I get a Pester Mite and I get a Disfigure. If they do have days, I try to cast Pester Mite and they get another attacking with Ninja. No, we can't give them that many cards. So let's just figure this now. I don't even want to go to their upkeep, because if we start a fight on their upkeep, then we just lose to days again. So while we're in the business of playing around days, we're going to do it about as well as we can. Ninja bites the dust. But 3 mana, that's kind of that magical mana number for our opponent. So we're kind of in a bit of trouble here. Our own Fairy Miscreant, that does beef up our Spell Stutter a little bit, but not in the way we need right now. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep playing around days. I'm getting the representation pretty hard here. Spell Stutter there would have been just obnoxious. Pick up an island. Pass the turn. Still in bad shape in Days Land. Yeah, no, it is cool. So this is gonna be a weird fight. So if I get this, if they Spell Stutter this, oh, they're just gonna counterspell it. Okay, so they do get to draw a card, but they're tapped out. We should be able to resolve our a few things next turn. So we should be able to go Pester Mite into Stormbound Geist, which is kind of sweet. Oof, never mind. Things sweetness diminishes considerably. So I had teachings in the original Thought Picker or Thought Dream Spoiler Witch list, but it was still all right. It wasn't bad. It was kind of bad. All right, so we're gonna do this main phase. We're going to Pester Mite, untap a Karoo, and then Stormbound Geist. I'm just gonna float mana. All right, so untap a Karoo. We'll pass through so they don't have that anymore. I don't know why that would be useful to them. They might have like Dispel or something. Try not to have 6 accidentally, and then we'll jam a Stormbound Geist and hope that's enough. We have the mana to pay for days. All right. That was a good turn. Gush is a crazy card. But I do like a creature in Teachings. I think this is the Teachings creature. But maybe it having 1 toughness does make it worse. I think Whisper Agent's going to go into decks where people want to get rid of their Phyrexian Ragers, people want to get rid of their Seagate Oracles. They want to be a little bit more aggressive. Maybe in decks that like didn't want to run. Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack. And I think we're going to get in a fight over something on our opponent's turn. We might be able to snag a mutagenic growth here, or we might be able to disfigure this in response to a mutagenic growth. Yep, they trade in Fairy Miscreant for Pestermite. You got it. Take 2, and we're just going to pass. They could have hard counter for Stormbound Geist, and we have no way to fight through that. That might have been a reason to jam this main phase. No worries. You eat Volcarine. Thanks for coming through. Catch more of those ninjas and gushes tomorrow. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it, man. Is playing blue-black only spells. Cool deck where maybe the new agent is a one-of. Makes sense. Yeah, I could be okay with that. Yeah. I guess it dies to Evankar's Justice, which is kind of a non-bow, but... So we're trying to put them on not hard counter here. And I think we kind of have to. So let's try to jam this other Stormbound Geist. Hope for not hard counter. Of course, if they have it, it's kind of a beating. And we should have done this problem main phase. We got him. Okay, sweet. Double Geist. And if they tap out for a Spell Stutter to try to get down Ninja next turn somehow, then I can disfigure. Which is pretty nice. Geisty boys, geisty boys. Yeah, I could see that. Like, as if your opponent has some way to like stop your one win con of Evankar's Justice, you want to go get a creature. Or if you're playing like a weird like Crypt Rats deck or like Pestilence or something like that, where you only plan on activating X1, it might not be too bad there as a one-off. Big jam. Big jam. Hardcast Ninja? No. Pump fake the Hardcast Ninja. You got it. Oh yeah. Geist, Spice Geist. That kind of really sucks. But it's not too bad. We can get him with the Disfigure tech next turn, hopefully. Yeah, I think there's one drops I care about more than that. Especially if they have like Dispel up or something like that, and we attack with these, shrink this, etc. Opponent, no attacks, because they can't. Comes back to us. Play Dismal Backwater, go to combat, and swing a Rooney. It'd be really nice to hit some of our card advantage spells here. Kind of haven't been having very much of that in the later games that we've had. It's like the one time we hit a Think Twice was just a huge game. So we're going to Disfigure here, which is just like awesome for us. Kind of a blowout. We're going to Dispel. We will Spell Stutter, Dispel. And we got nothing else to fight it. I don't think they can do anything. I guess they could Gut Shot this. Muta. Oh no. Okay. Alright, so we stopped a spell. They are going to get to keep their Stormbound boy. Or their Spire Golem. Our Stormbound boy is going to go to the bin for a second. That was a good fight, though. That was a good fight. Yeah. That was tough. That was really tough. I didn't realize that I might have to use the counter spell there. I think I tapped wrong. But I'm a little happier having counter in hand here. They're going to serve. Here comes a ninja. So it is going to be time to race. But I guess that's not a good idea on my part because the guy's about to come back down. All right, here comes Spira Golem. 1 mana Spira Golem. Gonna have to find a Doomblade. Gonna have to find lots of Xerox and a Doomblade. Which I'm asking a lot here. Is there Preordain in this deck? Haven't seen a Preordain all day. I'm complaining. I drew both of my Stormbound guys in the Delver matchup, and I'm like, where the frig is the rest of my deck? These garbage Stormbound Geists. So what happens if we block Stormbound Geist there? So we block, or if we block Spire Golem there with Stormbound Geist. If they have mutagenic growth, it's a pretty huge blowout. If they don't get a ninja down. Spire Golem's tap for a turn. We get in for 3, putting them to 11. Counterspell backup. Yeah, maybe I should have blocked. Our turn. Cryptorats. We can set up for Cryptorats X3 next turn, but I guess we could get rid of this. I don't think wrathing the board here is really par for the course. Because we could cast it and then activate it X1. Just serve with this Geist. That's still a blowout. Yeah, this is tough. Activating X1 here, like, what does that do? I think we attack. If we can activate X2, we will. Maybe all attack? No. I guess I take 5 that way. This ain't easy. This is not easy. So I activate X2. So if they block this, and that, yeah, I think I do it like this. And if they block here and I sneak a Cryptorats in to activate X2, then we're in a really good position. Worst case Ontario, we get a bigger Stormbound Geist. They're just going to take 2 here. Unless we see a mutagenic growth. All right, so we do have to counter that. Unfortunately, but they probably have counter magic backup. And if they do, this is going to go south real quick. What's this now? Vapor Snag? Piracy Charm? Ugh. Oh my god, that's so bad. Oh, my Cryptorats. Oof. Alright. If not very fun. It's pretty good time. It's pretty good time. I really like having Dream. That's the sad thing about Dream Spoiler, which is it's actually kind of like a really bad card, but like when you get it on the battlefield, you're in pretty good shape. Yeah, that was a tough fight to lose for sure. Now our opponent's got a couple of ninjas. We're just in absolute terrible shape here. I don't really know what our way back in is. Accumulated knowledge is a start. Let's draw a bunch of cards. I might counter this if I were them. Maybe not. Depending on whether they know if they're going to flip these or not. There could be a ponder up here that tells us that. Yeah, it's been bad beats kind of night, I guess, Merlin, but that's okay. It happens. I'm getting punished for my week off. You get in Pauper, you can't get sloppy at all. The littlest balance, the littlest loss of balance. What do you guys think? Is there any like, yeah, the littlest bit of rust after just not playing for a week? Yeah, because it might only take them a turn to win, especially with these Delvers. All right, we draw Spell Stutter. All right, I guess we got to go on defense. If we go on offense, we're pretty much just dead. Like we attack, they block 1, take 2 down to 8, and then they might be able to attack for 6, 8, 10 next turn. We go to 7, and we get crack back for 6, but then they kill us. So I'm going to pass. Because if they flip these Delvers, that's game. Yeah, exactly, Tatuno. The possibly Pauper playable decks are just like kind of cursed, I think. I have reason to believe. So we'll see if we get paid off. If these flip here, we get paid off hard. We did it. They do have Dispel. That kind of sucks. Dispel is good against instant speed dot deck. 3 cards in hand, one of which is Dispel. Firmly on the back foot here. A Resolved Dream Spoiler, which is bananas, though. Alright, so do we flash in Spell Stutter Sprite to block here? We're going to have to let them draw 1. We know Dispel's in their hand, it doesn't do anything. So let them go up to 3 cards. If they play a 1-drop, we might get to counter it. What's it gonna be? Absolutely nothing. We draw land. We're probably dead, guys. Pass the turn. One card in our grip. But we have to chump block Ninja next turn, and if they have a counter for our Ninja chump blocker, then that ain't it. All right, I will try to counter this Ponder, just because we want a blocker for Ninja anyway, and if we get to eat a spell in the meantime, then all the better. So we'll see what they do. They might see the writing on the wall here. Yeah, they're pretty aware of what's going on. Hellbent now, though. All right, let's see what they got. Swings with Ninja, so we're not going to let them draw. Dispel 2 unknowns is something that I can play against a little bit better, I feel like. Not easily, but it is something I can play against. Dream Spoiler Witches. Think twice. That's a start. Draw with Think Twice. No more lands would be optimal. Whisper Agent. Yeah, okay. It blocks Ninja. Pass the turn. With a bunch of mana up, opponent goes to combat. Goes to attacks. Here comes Ninja. Flash in Whisper Agent? Ninja Killer? Come on. Gotta be hard counter. Burn a hard counter on a Whisper Agent. It resolves. Pestermite is fine, I think. I don't know if we want it right now. I'm gonna graveyard Pestermite. Look at that deck. The Ninja dies. We're gonna start playing faster. We find a Ninja. Okay. So Hardcast Ninja. Pass the turn. We'll dig ourselves out of this eventually, gang. We don't have any good attacks with Ninja right now. Maybe I even should have held that, but I think they're just flooding out. I think this is going about as badly for them as it was for us for a second. So we'll think twice. Dream Spoiler Witch is still pretty okay. Bazooka Bog doesn't do anything. Counterspell, all right. We're just gonna pass. Letting Delvers attack is not a good idea, especially when we can't do anything about it. I'm just gonna, no, we want to be able to flurry, use like 10 mana to think twice, flashback, think twice, play counterspells in the same turn as other stuff and all that. Spell Stutter comes down, sure. Thank you very, very much for the bits, Merlin. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Showing love for the Ninja Killer. There he goes. He did his best. As I think we're going to see a little bit of a spicy attack here. Opponent on 3 cards in hand. I will counter another Spire Golem. Bar none. Just passes. Okay. Xerox. Fairy Miscreant. Okay. Cast Fairy Miscreant. Pass the turn. I'm telling you guys. Dream Spoiler. Dream Spoiler is the word. 2 Stormy Boys. Come in, we are closed. What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a little while. Glad to have you. I guess you've been dropping in more often lately, actually. This is our time of year together. Glad to have you, man. Oh, here comes Spell Stutter. Let's, no. Fighting over Spell Stutter is dumb. Why would I fight over Spell Stutter? That's so dumb. I think what they're going to do is they're going to attack with 2 Spell Stutters and get Ninja down next turn. I think that's precisely what's going to happen. And I think we have to take a bunch of damage off of Delvers, which is just like a huge bummer. Because we don't want our opponent getting these back. These are really good against our deck. And then we got to get lucky and like find a way to... Oh, they're just going to pass. Okay. Playing some draw go here. Play land, pass the turn. We can get Crypt Rats back with a Soul Manipulation too, which is pretty sweet. So if we draw one of those, we're in good shape too. Most turns tonight, even the best turns, have been flashes in the pan. Okay, so this might be what breaks it here. So we have a Doomblade in hand. If we kill this, we can start attacking and our opponent is at 10. We're at 16. So I think it's time to go for it. So we'll attack. Oh crap, pass through to blocks like an idiot. Turn off auto yields, maintain priority. Let me do something at the end of my attack step. I think it's too late. So there might be like the weakest Doomblade in the known universe here. But if we kill this, then we have decent attacks. Yeah, I frigged up. So we're going to have to Doomblade a Spire Golem that's already blocking something. Basically, we're going to miss damage this turn, which is real unfortunate. Actually, no, that's not that bad. That's all well and good. Actually, this works out even better for us. So that's fine. Doomblade a Fairy. Opponent, going to Dispel. We will counter. Come on. Oh, they just have infinite counter magic. All right. Good fight. So Fairy's down. Board texture changes considerably. We get back a 3/2 flyer, which is still all right on this board. I think that was okay. The way that worked out was still fine, I think. We still have a 3/3 blocker in the air. And we ran them out of pretty much all their gas. They only have one more Stormbound Geist to fight through, which is not exactly where we want to be. Especially because they're a mutagenic growth deck. We're fighting this down to the bitter end, though. Like, I don't even know. Every second has become excruciating with thinking. All right, here they come. Block Delver. Ninja? The parody! We're just drawing lands. All right, pass the turn. We're going to hold a land. We're going to try to represent what we can, but I think it's coming down to it here. I think we decided to break parity before we were in a strong enough position. Oh, big oof. Big oof. Oh my goodness, that's a big Spire Golem.
I hope everything's okay.
That's my Google Home consoling me. Spellstutter Sprite, not that good. Play land. Thinking about possible Crypt Rats, getting it back, putting it back in. Now that my Google Home consoling me has honestly got me kind of on tilt. Like, am I okay? Do I seem okay to you guys? To 6 we go. Oh, this might be the end. But it was a well-fought battle. That's an interesting lesson. At the very least. So we'll think twice. Twice, probably. Yeah. They're like, bruh. My internet broke. Just sec, guys. We're gonna drop frames because for one reason or another, Moto just creates an infinite feedback loop occasionally. Oh man. Okay. How much can we Crypt Rats for? 1, 2, 3. We can only Crypt Rats X2. All right, so we're gonna hold on to Soul Manipulation. Guys, hold here. Yeah, I gotta protect the Soul Manipulation with Spellstutter Sprite, just in case they have Dispel. They probably don't. They probably have hard counter, so there's no reason not to fire this off here. We might hit Fairy Miscreant, which would make Spellstutter Sprite better. We find Whisper Agent. It's pretty funny. We'll pass the turn. Spellstutter might also get a mutagenic growth here. So that's all right. And we might try to Soul Manipulation on the end of their turn. Okay, so we're going to Spellstutter to block here. We're playing to our literal only out. Yeah, so that's the plan. So Spellstutter blocks here. And maybe they'll... Okay, so Soul Manipulation, no backup. We've seen a lot of counter magic out of them. Get back Crypt Rats. No! Oh, that would have been so good. All right, one card in our opponent's hand. We draw an island, and that's going to be game. GG's, Dingleberries. Oh, God. Okay, I'm keeping. It's time. It's time again. Here we go. I owe you the scoop this time. Hopefully we won't go to time. Let's see what He Who's in the Water's on. I'm always excited to see their decks. They could be on a Pestilence deck, which is obviously just super duper bad news for us. But what's up, E-Hustle? How you doing tonight? I see black mana. That can't be good news for us. Play a Swamp and attack Fairy Miscreant. Pump Fake the Ninja. He probably got the Ninja Reads for the Disfigures. We are running into friends again, or friends today. Yeah, it's fun playing against friends. Friends on Affinity, I don't know. I still might salt out at them. So let's see if we can't catch a lone missionary or something. I don't really know what's going on here though. Yeah, okay. I'm all right with that. Prophetic Prism is probably a little bit more valuable than lone missionary, but if they resolve a Pestilence, we're just like super duper dead. We're gonna combat attack. And I guess maybe we try to spell stutter the 3-drop instead of hitting a land drop. We can probably miss precisely one more land drop, I think. Affinity is never friends. Friends don't let friends play Affinity. I went with a build similar to that appeared at the challenge on Sunday. Nice. Yeah, Guardian is nuts. I don't think Dingleberry had friends. Oh God. Yeah, don't let friends play boggles. So I think I actually am gonna go for the 3-drop here. They might have Pristine Talisman. I wouldn't mind catching a Prophetic Prism with this. And I would like to commit another fairy to the battlefield so that when they do, they're Stinky. Yeah, well, that shuts our plan down well enough. So Spellstunner's Stinky. They're gonna get Dredging here. This might be the Grim Harvest list that they were playing a little while ago. We are gonna accumulate a Knowledge main phase for our land here. No land. That's not good. Black-Red Kuldotha. Was that a thing? Something that doesn't matter. Something that doesn't matter. Skyfisher. Heck. I guess we can kind of blow them out a little bit, but if they have a way to interact here. Oh, 2 Skyfishers. That's much worse. Much worse. So we can 2-for-1 ourselves on a Skyfisher. Might be worth it because of the little tempo loss they got there, but just not hitting land drops is pretty bad. Whisper Agent attacks through White Black Tortured Existence. Oh God. Anything but that. Yeah, so are we thinking twice to hit a land drop here? Are we trying to get fancy by disfiguring a core Skyfisher? That exchange just seems so bad. I think we gotta try to hit a land drop. But if they just find their Pestilence, then that's like GG's. GG's big time. So next turn we can Pestermite, untap Swamp, or we can Pestermite on their turn, tap down a core Skyfisher, give us like 1 safe attack. Oh, Edict, okay. Give us 1 safe attack, and then, I don't know, hopefully get them down from 14 somehow. Okay, we're gonna get to attack this turn. That's pretty okay. No problem, Veprenir. Congratulations on your wins tonight, seriously. Oh, it might be. It might be a Barrier of Bones deck. Black-Red Pox, Kuldotha Pox. Oof. 4 times Crack the Earth. That's really cool. What's up, Dingleberry? Man, that was fun. That was fun. I will admit. Us just out here like like true thugs. Hard casting Ninja of the Deep Hours. That was a good time. So we're going to combat. We're only going to risk the Disfigure here. And that's because next turn they might have Pestilence mana, at which point we definitely need to use our counterspell to get rid of it. So we can't really get risky or get tricky with a Pestermite. Just playing into... What better time to check in besides dumping time? Oh man, that's really the only time IMO. No attacks from Fishy Boy. Okay. Fairy Miscreant. That might be a reason to run out Pestermite. But they also... I think if we run out Pestermite, it's to tap Skyfisher next turn. And probably even on their end step at that. So we're just going to pass. We got to counter that Pestilence, man. Getting around this eventually is later problems. Not right now problems. What do you got? 1 drop. Okay. Yep. Next turn still looking kind of awkward. Goes to combat. And passes. Alright, so let's Whisper. Surveil. See what we find. We are looking for a land. I'd hate to top a tapped land, but I have to. Untapped land is nice, so put that on top. And get the turn back. Play Swamp. Go to combat, attack with Whisper Agent. And I'm pretty happy to be playing on their turn from here on. All right, cool. They're going to trade. I'm fine with that. Pass the turn. We can go... So if they play Pestilence here, we can go Pestermite, untap this into Counterspell, which is pretty nice. There's Pestilence. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3. So Pestermite, untap the island. Yes. Counterspell Pestilence. And swing for 4. Hopefully this can do it. So we do get to draw a card off Fairy Miscreant first. That's a start. Oof. All right, go to... We're only doing anything worth 3 mana next turn. So I'm going to Aqueduct here. Go to combat and swing. And if we can somehow jank this turn out, we might be able to get Whisper Agent down and somehow win. But it's close for sure. 4 mana on board for our opponent. Pestilence with no mana to activate it doesn't matter that much. Gaining life is a little annoying for us. There's Pestilence. Okay, so run out Whisper Agent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can only deal 8. And we'll put Whisper Agent on top. Turn comes back to us. Whisper Agent. Okay, we knew that was coming. So play a land, go to combat, swing for 1,000,000. And pass the turn. They do have a lot of Pestilencing to do. So we're going to have to get a good counter off of this. We might have to like buy something back at instant speed on their end step to win the game with. This turn's going to be real awkward. So can I pass priority after this gets sacrificed? I think I can on my end step. Guardian del Guild Pacto. All right, so Soul Manipulation, Guardian, get back Whisper Agent. We got him! Oh, I can't believe it. Wow. Okay, so Annuls will come in. I don't know if Stormbound, like, is this a Stormbound Geist matchup? Well, I was thinking if they had like Lone Missionary or something like that, but they went down to 1 mana there, so I wasn't too worried about it. Yeah, it is kind of nice. Trades with Guardian. We got him, guys. We got him. Okay, so yeah, it might have come up though. Yeah, so we'll bring Annuls in. We saw Stinkweed Imp. I don't know if it's Fairy Macabre time or not. It's a fairy for our Spell Stutter sprites and general tribal theme. So what do you guys think? Is Pestilence a Stormbound Geist matchup or not? That's really what I'm thinking. And Nulls are going to come in because they're more efficient than counterspells. It's probably what will hit with our counterspells. Thank you very, very much for the bits, Merlin. I appreciate that, man. Yes, we did get them. So Nulls usually come in like Affinity, where these are a little bit slower, but I'm almost thinking like Spell Stutter Sprite is worse than a Null. So I'm actually going to take out 2 Spell Stutters for our Nulls. And what do you guys think? Stormbound Geist? That's really the only thing I'm on the fence about. Stormbound for like Pestermite, but Pestermite tapping down black mana could be pretty clutch. Maybe not though. I don't know, gang. I don't know. The spell doesn't do anything. This is not Crypt Rats, Crypt Incursion, Hydroblasts. Yeah, so none of this stuff. This would be the maybe board, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we'd be taking out Pestermites, and Pestermites are kind of fine in their own right, especially because our opponent is trying to... You think so? You think bring in Stormbound Geist? I think we'd have to take out Pestermite for it, and I don't know if it's worth it. They are an Edict deck. We saw Chainer's Edict. This Keeping Mouth mana is pretty good. Maybe I take out Whisper Agents for Stormbound Geists. I'm sorry, Whisper Agents. They are multicolored, though. That is a really good point. I'm going to go down 1 Ninja. Try it like that. Because they can just kill our 1-drops. You're happy when the opponent brings in Geists? Oh, man, with these conflicting opinions. It's okay, gang. We drew a no-lander. We'll just throw it away. Eee. This hand is really bad against what they're doing. Turn 2 Accumulated Knowledge. Chainer's Edict doesn't actually matter. I've seen worse 6s. I'm going to keep this. Hope for Blue Source. Spell Stutter is a good start. So we'll leave Spell Stutter on top. And play tap land. Bazooka Bog's not bad in our opener here either. And they have Edict Fodder already. That's bad. I don't know how we could ever pressure them to the point where Thraben Inspector gets there. Or where Thraben Inspector is like chump blocking something. I don't think Thraben Inspector has to chump block anything in our deck. Are they stuck on lands? No way. Okay, no. I was going to say, are we going to get to steal this game? Well, they snuck their Thraben Inspectors in under our Spell Stutter sprites, so that's kind of awkward. We might just be accumulating knowledge on their end step here, and then playing a tap land. Spell Stutter sprite's dead in our hand. That might have even just been tap blue mana. But we're going to get to counterspell on time for Pestilence, so maybe we can snag the first one and do our best. Oh no, we aren't going to hit it on time. Dag nabbit. Okay, well that'll come in anyway, regardless. Can't do anything about that. This is going to get away from us real quick here. Oh, that's true, actually. So if they're like putting us on the tempo plan. Choose not to redeploy Thraben Inspector into a Spell Stutter. We draw another Edict. Okay. We're going to have to make use of these pretty quick. So we'll play Dismal Backwater. I mean, if Pestilence comes down next turn, that was probably kind of a punt. I don't think it was worth it to leave up Accumulated Knowledge to not play a blue source, knowing that turn 4 is coming around and Pestilence is more than live next turn. Especially, well, I guess if they do that, we can just Edict on our turn. And then they can just cast another one. There's Thraben Inspector. Yeah, they can like a million for one with Pest. Basilica. So maybe they want to get an activation or two out of it before. Well, there's Geist. It does start blocking. I don't know if we want to Edict here or not. I think I'm going to play Bog. Those Inspectors snuck right in. All right, so Bog U. They could have Journey as well. This plays around Journey kind of okay because we might be able to protect it. What's up, Proteus? Yeah, man. Yeah, took a little week off right there. Relaxed a bit. I think we're going to leave up Counter Magic. We're so dead to a Pestilence, and I think playing a Stormbound Geist and trying to leverage them just like not being able to use it, or like trying to kill all of the creatures on board to get rid of it, is just way less realistic than just countering the first one. And so we'll still get to peck away at them with edicts and stuff like that while we move our way along. We don't really want any more of those 2-for-1 Thraben Inspector plays to happen. Kind of need to curve out with the fairies like we did last time. Guys, my voice is cracking. I'm out of practice. Big time out of practice. Shall we Xerox? Finding enough lands to do something and cast Counterspell next turn. It's not lands. Fairy Miscreant. Oof. Oof. This is tempting. This is really, really tempting. But I think we just have to Edict here and pass. You guys like that shirt, eh? I like that shirt a lot too. It's like, it's bizarre for me. Sometimes I'm like, I'm a 27-year-old man. Should I be wearing like flamboyant clothing to do things? But whatever. I like it. It looks good. My favorite band, Boy Pablo, wears Hawaiian shirts in their music videos. Aven Riftwatcher, that dies eventually. So we'll leave that go for now. And I guess we can still Spell Stutter. So like next turn we could Spell Stutter. We probably will Spell Stutter on our end step. Just for the opportunity of ninjaing in the deep. Ninjaing in the deep. We could have had it all. Ninja of the deep. Opponent is going to Tragic Slip. Okay. You got it. Our turn. There's a Doom Blade. Missing land drops here is just such a savage beating. Okay, let's pass. It could be high time to take care of Core Skyfisher here, though. Is it really? So, like, how many buttons? So I hung out with this one chick who's like, You should, and I guess that's a little derogatory to refer to as chick, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I hung out with this one girl who told me that you always have to have them buttoned down to like pretty much your navel to get full value out of it. Is that would you guys say that that's an astute observation? Get some ruffles on it. Get some ruffles chips on it, more like. That's really more likely to happen. Oh, the missed land drops. The missed land drops and savagery. We need a blue source. And we need to stop leaving up counterspell for pestilence. Dream spoiler witches. We can't give them a turn. Like, we just can't. That's not, because it'll never go away. Because we're casting like Stormbound Geists and stuff. Seinfeld ruffle shirt? Man, who wore a ruffle shirt in Seinfeld? Like, oh, big oof. Okay, well, we can't beat that anyway, so you're gonna get your pestilence next turn, I think. Ugh. Yikes. They know what's up. So you gotta like, so like down, like all the, like she was saying, like all the way down. Like it's like just get the. You guys are lucky that you haven't been subject to my chest hair yet. I think you would think otherwise. Granted, neither was she. So blue source. Now that it doesn't matter. Wunderbar. Fairy Miscreant. Time to get dumping. Geisty Boy. Pizzy the Tizzy. This way, we have a good chance of getting Ninja down next turn, and we're going to have to draw the heck out of this. Big time. Going to get Swamp. Here comes Pestilence. The shirt that Jerry was totally styling. Oh man, I'm lower on time than he was in the water, or I'd totally look that up right now. Style and Jerry is best Jerry, probably. I think we take 2 more. They could just kill us with a Pestilence here. But we're going to take 2 here. Here it comes. The stinkiest boy. 3 cards in opponent's hand. I draw a thing twice. What's up, Pauper Tim? Yeah, Ninja Boy is going to have to do significant work. I feel like they have Disfigure in hand, though. So they're going to block here. They're going to... Yeah. I don't think we're in very good shape. We're at 7 here. They could just Pestilence FT dub. And kind of not even have to worry about it. So Ninja comes down. Dank Meme Imp. Just the clock in the air is kind of enough. Stinkweed Imp insisting that Fairy Miscreant is not dead yet. Oof. Okay. So we'll play out Stormbound Geist. At least it's a blocker for this. But Pestilence says that's GG, probably. Would have been nice to keep a Ninja. Could have spell stuttered that. So Rift Watcher will go away. D2, Diablo 2. Style and Jerry is best Jerry, only slightly ahead of no soup for you, Jerry. All right, Datuno, thank you. Yeah, make sure it's after the game so that I don't get an unfair advantage. Looking at pictures of Jerry Seinfeld while you play Magic is essentially like doping. It's kind of like using unfair drugs. Performance-enhancing Jerry's. All right, so creatures are off the battlefield now, which means Pestilence might only survive a turn. Dang it. And we're at 7. We're in bad shape. Like, when Pestilence comes around, that's pretty much it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I am going to... Well, let's go to combat first. I'm going to combat, attack with Stormbound Geist. I'm going to run out Dream Spoiler. Leave up Spell Stutter. I feel like they just haven't... They've either not found Pestilence or they're waiting until they can use it to kill us. I can't really figure it out. So we're not going to shrink down Skyfisher in their upkeep because we might find something... They're dredging. Okay. They might find something worth countering with Spell Stutter. Yep. Stinky boy. Yep. And they just pass. Okay. So we are going to... maybe we shouldn't think twice. Yeah, let's think twice. Maybe we shouldn't. Yeah, let's think twice. So trigger Dream Spoiler. We will give Stinky -1/-1. Yep. And turn comes back. We drew a land. We drew another land. I guess that's not the worst. All right, so we'll pass the turn, thinking about probably killing off Stinkweed. Oh, man, like on our opponent's beginning a combat step or something? Definitely not right now. We're going to be touch and go here for a little while, gang. Oh, no. That's awful. Well, I hope you get better soon. Man, here comes Pestilence, just FT dub. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can put us to 1. All right, so we will flashback think twice. 1, 2, 3. Targeting Stinky. Yep. Draw a card. And flashback. Think. So, ooh, they might have Tragic Slip. But I think we got to get off the board anyway. So flashback. Think twice. Targeting Stinky. Yep. Very little minutes left to spare. Pestermite will keep the action going next turn. So play a land. Play Fairy Miscreant. So we have enough mana that we can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we could Edict here and start attacking. But we have enough creatures now that we can just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can flashback Edict, but they might get an opening to resolve Pestilence, which we do not want. So let's see what happens here. Custody Squire. Oof. Yep, can't counter that. Okay. Getting back. I wish this was a fairy. Not Custody Squire. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. Getting back Custody Squire. There's Custody Squire. So I think yeah, we're probably like dead here. Yep. Getting back. We're definitely going to time out. Getting back Custody Squire. Oh, that's greasy. That's so greasy. All right. So they're going to pass. Yeah, tapping stuff doesn't do anything here. I'd rather have the instant speed spells to act as removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Edict you. But we have no way to stop the Squire loop, so we're kind of in bad shape. Aqueduct back, Radiant Fountain, and pass the turn. We can start countering them like next turn, but I would rather do it when I have enough mana to kill them too. Hard fought battle. If they resolve Pestilence here, I'm probably going to scoop. I'm at actually, we're dead. So if they have Pestilence here, we die. Snuffs out Stormbound. Okay. And goes to combat. They might be playing around a null as well. We're not going to go to 1. What? Oh, that's good. I don't think we're coming back from that. And we're very low on time. So let's go to the next one. That was crazy. Woof. All right, so what do we see? Just Custody Squires. Like, we just need answers for them. We have all our counter spells. We've got our soul manipulations. Spellstar Sprite's looking even worse as time goes on here. I guess Cryptorats answers their board a little bit better now that we see they're going wider than we thought they were. It's not too hard, Pauper Tim. If you need any advice, just let me know. Yeah, all the Custody value. They just start like... I'm running Nimbus 2. I'm running this deck. I'm running blue-black Whisper Agent. So basically we're testing out new Guilds of Ravnica cards for this series that I call possibly Pauper Playable, because I feel like everybody dismisses them so easily, and I at least want to give them their fair shot in the spotlight, which usually results in me losing considerable amounts of games with them, but I take them out anyway. Take him out for a spin. You can't just have a dog and not walk it. Look at all these dogs wizards have been giving us. Go walk the dogs. That is, yeah, Proteus for sure. Well, I've seen he was in the water run it too. It's a spicy one. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it won me a game. Like when I was playing Bone Angler, I'm pretty sure I picked something up with it to win the game. Unfortunately, they're a 4-drop. All right, here we go. They're good dogs. Oh god, this hand's terrible. So terrible. None of these spells even counter pestilence or kill creatures. Mulligan. This hand's a lot worse. That must have been greedy. We gotta work for our board control. Yeah, that's true though. All right, this is all right-ish. We'll keep it. Fairy Miscreant on top. Make our spell stutters a little bit better. Play Dismal Backwater, pass the turn. I don't mind having Bazooka Bog here either. Was there a point there where I could have, in the last game, where I could have Karooed back a Bazooka Bog? Having a faint recollection. All right, so I think we're going to play... let's play an island. Because we can think twice on their turn. Try to undo this mulligan about as well. Bone Angler. Bangler. Yup. That's my boy, Bangler. You guys ever see the movie Spanglish? I've never seen Spanglish, but it came up suddenly. I'm suddenly so interested in Spanglish. Pass the turn. Try to recover from this mull to 5. What 1-drops do they play that we care about? They might play a Thraben Inspector. 2-drops would be Lone Missionary. We didn't see any last game, so maybe Lone Missionaries aren't around this game, but we're going to give them the opportunity to build up here. On the mull to 5. Could be in roughish shape. Oof. Big oof. Accumulated knowledge. Draw some cards. Lands, acceptable. Play a land. Play Fairy Miscreant. And pass turn. They're about to hit 4 mana, and if it's 4 mana and a Pestilence, take them on home, boys. Take those homeboys home, boys. Three, baby. 2-drop. Got one. Got 2-drop. 2-drop. Got one. Got 2-drop. This doesn't matter anymore. 2-drop. Come on. Give me my value. All right, fine. I feel like I'm going to get Tragic Slipped here. Yep. So we can't attack through Stinkweed Imp, but they also can't attack, which I can appreciate. Maybe they were thinking about that, whether they wanted to make the Stinkweed attack. I read something today. If you like start stuttering for no apparent reason, it's your mind trying to tell you to F off and stop doing what you're doing. So I don't know, guys. Might be time. That's probably my mind saying, stop talking to yourself so much. Oh, it's true, yeah. 1-drop. Snuff out, though. All right, land. 2-drops we care about. None. Missionary, Prophetic Prism. Another Thraben Inspector wouldn't be bad to catch, but we gotta get the clock going in one way or another. They can, man, Stinkweed Imp is a crazy card sometimes, huh? They can just like keep getting back Stinkweed Imp and blocking our stupid flyers until we lose. Oof. We gotta rally in match 5, gang. I'm telling you, I can't do an 0-5 on my first week back with all the support coming through. The bravest Thrabist. Yeet. All right. That's probably going to be it. So we'll AK, draw a couple. Dream Spoiler, which is... I guess that is like theoretically a way we could get all of the creatures off the battlefield somehow, but we are going to attack with Stormbound Geist here. I think we'll attack with Miscreant too. We want creatures off the battlefield, so we might even just wait until we have enough mana to like Dream Spoiler, Spell Stutter, Instant Speed, Cantrip or something. You should expect a Pest X1 on their end step anyway. So this is, yeah. Maybe they want to dredge. This is sick. Sick individual. They just don't want us to have a 3/3. I don't know. Can't figure it out. It's going to be tough as to whether I should use this think twice or not. Maybe not, though. All right. Here they come. Apparently that's my favorite song tonight. I just sing it a lot. One drop. Custody Squire. Yeah, we're probably dead. All right. So we'll draw. Disfigure. That's kind of cool. This bad boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Okay. Interessant. Accumulated knowledge. So if we run out Dream Spoiler, they basically have to leave it on the battlefield. So I'm going to cast Dream Spoiler and we'll pass. Let's see how the Pestilence decision comes through. If they let us untap and go to their next turn with this, then we might be able to get this off the battlefield somehow. But as it stands, we can't really do anything about it. The best we can hope for is like disfigure this and like give something else -1/-1. Or swing with everything. Okay. Block here. Like that. Stormbound Geist will trigger. Maybe we're just going for the Wrath condition here. Maybe I shouldn't have let Stormbound die there. Now, what's this? Their own X1s are worse. We can't counter Custody Squire. They're going to draw a card. Okay. And Thraben Inspector. That's juicy. That makes me feel like they want to eat another Spell Stutter with their Pestilence. So we can kill this. This gets countered. And this... Yeah. I think that's enough of a trade there. So we'll Spell Stutter. Dream Spoiler on Custody Squire. And now they're free to Pestilence their lives away, if they so choose. This gives them the opportunity to use Pestilence X1, which I'm not super happy about, but it is what it is. Yep. And that gets countered. Custody Squire is a huge beating. Like a huge beating. They're going to Pest X1. Yep. Pest X2. Okay. So board gets Wrathed, but for... No, the whole gang. The whole gang is gone. All right, well, we're going to get rid of Pestilence. That's sweet. 30 baby comes down. Imagine planes another Thraben Inspector. Dope. Just Relic. Okay. Not a huge deal. We'll get rid of Miscreant. We will... Yeah, so the Thraben Inspector resolves. True. Maybe we should draw first. Let's draw first. So let's Accumulated Knowledge. Ooh. We should probably hold on to Edict. So I'm going to disfigure here. So that they lose Pestilence. Aqueduct back Bazooka Bog. Try to eat up anything that they might get back with Custody Squire. And pass the turn. All right, 3 cards in Hughes in the Water's hand. What are we up against? They're going to draw. Squire is a huge beating here because they can just get back Pestilence. Relics us. We will get rid of Stormbound Geist, I guess. We only have 7 minutes to try to win with this slow, dirtily deck. Our turn. Bog you. Bunch of removal spells. We don't even run that many removal spells. Pass the turn. Sax Relic. Okay, you got it. So we lose our accumulated knowledge value, which kind of sucks. Let's see what they're up to over there. All right. And that is good edict fodder. More pests. Ugh. Oh, okay, Akiba. That's not too bad. And a land. So we can wipe this up pretty good. But we have to find threats. Like, I don't even know how many creatures we have left in our deck. Oh, man. That's kind of a beating. Yep. Gain some life. Play a land. Pass the turn. 2/3 cards. So they are beating us on that. And Soul Manipulation doesn't have any good targets. I guess if they Custody Squired, we could get rid of that. But what do we draw? Ninja. Hardcast Ninja. It's that time. Play Swamp. Pass the turn. Gotta win with Ninja Beats. Relic. Okay. Taps Relic. We'll get rid of Disfigure. Chainer's Edict. Okay. Sack Ninja. Yep. No cards in hand. All right. So we're going to have to time the Soul Manipulation pretty good. Doomblade doesn't do anything. I don't know if they will go digging with Relic because they have Edict in the graveyard too. All right. So we'll let our Edict go. Yep. It does give them a little bit more information than I'd like to, I guess. Yep. What do we draw? Radiant Fountain. F. We'll have 6. And what do we got? That probably was the time to Soul Manipulation. Radiant Fountain. Okay, we're just flooding out like crazy. 1 card in our opponent's hand. And he was in the water's hand. And I'm the one with the weird clock this time. Yeah. 3-Minute Spectre's not that bad. We're worried about Custody Squire. This only attacks for 1. Pestermite. Okay, sweet. Pass the turn. That attacks pretty good. It dies to a Stiff Breeze, though. Yep. Continuing with Thraben Inspector. Sure. And we expect to keep a Gang Shinobi here. The ultra violence of Thraben Inspector. Here he comes. All right, so we will run out Pestermite here. Untap a land. I probably should tap Relic, actually, but very little time on clock. Have to play about as smart as I can here. Attack with Pestermite. Let's get it going. We have to protect this Pestermite. There's no two ways about that. And kill anything that can block it. So we're in kind of an awkward position. Counter or kill essentially anything. That's a lot of mana. That's way too much mana. Okay. So, man. No, I think we gotta let it go. Let's let it go. We have Soul Manipulation. We can cost them to sack this. Yeah. Never mind. Not time to Soul Manip yet. How many creatures do we have left? Maybe not enough. Oh god, it's hard to play fast. Lands. Oh. So many of the cards we want are in exile. This is awful. This 3 baby is going to go all the way. Oof. Okay. I don't know what life total I'd be comfortable doomblading a Thraben Inspector. Especially where we're a deck of all flyers. Oh my god, deck, please. Please. There are so many good spells in this deck. Just one. Just another ninja. They have 6 cards in hand, too. I can't imagine what they must be holding on to. They might be flooding out as well. Or just have, like, infinite removal. We're playing this right to the bitter end, too. Skyfisher. Yeah, I don't like that. So let's Soul Manipulation Skyfisher. Only an 18 turn clock now. Soul Manip goes away. And our turn. Accumulated knowledge. Well, it's a redraw. Ninja. Play Ninja. We're gonna have to protect this with our lives. Yep. 5 cards in opponent's hand. Bajuka Bog eats accumulated knowledge. Yeah, don't say that, Merlin. Don't say that, Merlin. All right, they're going to Edict. So, oh, man. It's from their hand. Yeah. Might as well make them waste all their mana this turn. Go for the tempo. Go for the tempo play. Yep. 3 cards in hand. Let go a counterspell. We have 1 more Soul Manipulation in our deck. It could matter. 4 minutes on the clock, but I don't think this one's going to go to us. I could kill this Thraben Inspector, but I just didn't play fast enough. Well, there's Stormbound, guys. That's a start. They could have Journey, though. 4 minutes to win with a single... So who would win? One very valiant Thraby Baby or a real mad Stormbound Geisty Boy? They can just kill it and then sack Relic. They also might just have Journey. Yeah. More Edicts. And now they can crack Relic. Yes, sir. All right, well, at least they lose an Edict in the process. I thought I could get fancy and like Doomblade my own Stormbound Geist in response to a Journey. I forgot they had the Relic. 15. Skyfisher. Can't do anything about that. Picks up Thraby Baby. Plays Thraby Baby. We'll kill Skyfisher. Pass the turn. Might have had to kill Thraben Inspector there so they don't get to draw an extra card, but... Whisper Agent. All right. Pass the turn. This is going to have to be the sneakiest agent. Sneaky agent boy. Sneaky agent boy. He heard about the insane plays that this Thraben Inspector was making, and he's just not having it anymore. It's coming down. He's going to misinform the Thraben Inspector. Counterspell. I'm okay with the Counterspell. They have 4 cards in hand. I don't know how good Counterspell actually is, but... Let me whisper. Hey, little Thraben, let me whisper in your ear. all right. Whisper Agent and Thraben Inspector trade. What's this? Cycles Ash Barrens. This game is way closer than it has any right to be. Pass the turn. Counterspell in hand. No Edicts in our opponent's graveyard. Land. Okay, so land 2 unknowns in our opponent's hand. They'll deck before we do, so we're just gonna play fast. Oh, my wrist is going crazy. Who knew that a null would be so bad in this matchup? Keep going. Hey, little Thraben, let me whisper in my ear. Did I have Think Twice in there? God. Pay attention, guys. Okay. All right. Crisis averted for the moment. Land. Sweet. The next Custody Squire might just send me to Scoopsville. Population me. Have we dealt with any other Custody Squires? 1 other Custody Squire. I don't know how many you could run. How many creatures do we have left in our deck? Like, even that many? More Whisper Agents, for sure. Just gotta hope our opponent can't kill them, I guess. But I'm sure he was in the waters coming packing the hate for our Whisper Agents. Whisper Agent. Hopefully mill a land, so I don't have to make any hard choices. A land, just what we needed. Mill a land. There we go. That's about the top end of Whisper Agent right there. Turn comes back. There's a Think Twice. Go to combat, attack with Whisper Agent. Oh, I might have drawn a Ninja. Okay, so we're going to Think Twice now, actually. Another Think Twice. All right. Dimir Aqueduct. Thinking intensifies. All right, so no ninja. That's all right. Get in for 3. Pass the turn. Should have played a land. Whatever. Live and learn. Whisper in the edge of tomorrow. Get him with the annul with black mana, apparently. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. We got to win with Whisper Agents. Pestilence. You got it. Yep. Yep. Go to combat. Attack with Whisper Agent. 2 minutes. To the bitter end, guys. 15 mana. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ah, heck. That got epic. All right. GG's Pestilence. I have one more look with a Whisper Agent. I hope they know what that means. That was whisper noises. Fairy Miscreant on the top, so we were dead anyway. All right. GG's. Thank you, he was in the water. They got us. They got us good. But it was close. It was close. 1 win. 1 win is all I ask for. Turn 2 ninja. Let's go. Let's go. There is some cool stuff going on, right? It was tough. We had some tough games, close games. Our first 2 matches were against Affinity, and we got flinged out in one of them. They played like 3 2-2s and a 4-4 on turn 2 in another match. It was basically what you expect of Affinity, really. Come on, tap land. Evolving Wilds. Ash Barrens. Ideally, Jungle Hollow. I'd love to play against a Jungle Hollow deck. No Jungle Hollow. Ripperonis. All right, well, we're not going to win this game by going slow, so let's go fast. Let's be the aggressive blue-black deck. I think that too, he was in the water. And I do, it is one of my pet projects, like Dream Spoiler Witches. I really want to, I want to know how many of them should be in a deck. I want to know how to play with them optimally, how to build around them optimally. It's like if, you know, if I had extra time, like if I wasn't doing series, it's probably one of the cards I would work on most often. I think it has a lot of potential. Affinity and Tribe. Yeah, Affinity's really cool. I think Affinity is like the prime example of our format's kind of ebb and flow nature. Because other formats, like Modern, for example, like when people stop playing Leyline of the Void, or not as many Leyline of the Voids, like Dredge just gets insane, right? But in Pauper, our example of that is kind of only Affinity. Like when other Pauper decks get really bad when sideboard hate comes through, Tribe? It does, though. Yeah, exactly. You're doing everything else on your opponent's end step, so you can't flash it in. We'll have to like get some Exhume shenanigans going or something. I don't know. All right, guys, this is our new plan. Casting creatures at instant speed that have no right being cast instant speed. Opponent on the blue-whites. The blue-white letting us get in with Ninja Plan. I can wholly support that plan, opponent. So what we're going to do, because our opponent has 2 untapped manas, we're going to play untap land and a Fairy Miscreant so we can spell Starter Sprite X2, go to combat, attack with Ninja. Akin to Dredge and Vintage. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, Burn does that big time. Like, I have a bunch of... And Tron. Like, if you want to be a Tron deck, repeal X1. Can I spell starter that? I think I will. We're about to find out if spell starter works here. Confirmed. Yeah, because I have a bunch of, I have, Crypt Incursions and, Fairy Macabres. Like, why would I even want those? It looks like it. I don't know. Tribe with repeal, though, seems odd. Happy to have Dream Spoiler around against Tribe anyway. Because the more times you can trigger it, the better shape you're in. Oh, it's Tron? Tron plays repeal? Oh, I can see that. So going fast, was it Tron? I don't know. Tron with a bunch of Evolving Wilds. Seems questionable to me. We've drawn all of our Aqueducts, so that's good. You know, happy for that. Deck. Bud. Dex being bros. We're not going to commit our aqueducts yet because we, ooh, that's cool. Maybe our opponent's going to jam a creature here. We're not going to commit our aqueducts because we have Radiant Fountains and Bajuk Bog in our deck, and we might want to recur those. So we're going to play everything else first. Leave up our counter magic. Maybe our opponent's just going to jam some dirtily creature. We can soul manipulation it and just move on with our lives. Really? You know, some days I'm a crazy old man too. Especially when I don't get enough sleep. Also, you're not yourself when you're hungry. I'm trying to get a little sponsorship in there. My heart, my soul. My nips. My nips. That's what. So I started watching speedruns a few years ago, and I always thought it was so funny. Like, have you guys ever seen Shenanigans speedrun a Pokemon game? And he like talks about manips all the time, like doing RNG manips. Like he will not say RNG. I think he might say, like, you know how people write papers, they'll say the official way to do something the first time, and then every time after that it's an abbreviation. Well, oh man, do I counter this? No. Well, he'll say manips like a bunch of times after that. Brainstorm, sure. Opponent just dirtling their life away. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Like trying to pick up your creature-based wrath. Brainstorm shuffle, but they're gonna have to discard 2 cards to hand size, so we're not in terrible shape here. Ponder. All right, I'll spell under that. Especially where we have soul manipulation and Dimir Aqueduct or counterspell in hand. Both potentially live for next turn to hit the tribe that they care about. And they can't play tribe and full retail circular logic next turn, so that's pretty good. Ninja. Juicy. All right, go to combat. Swing, swing, swing. Swing, swing, swing from above. You guys ever hear that one? My heart is blessed by a na-na-na. Can you... I think it was All American Rejects. Dees plus band. Hey, we won! Sick! No problem, man. Have a great sleep, you guys. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope that you didn't get that horrible cover song there at the end. All right. Tribe. One of the most weird and fun decks to sideboard for. Fairy Macabre, way worse than Relic and Progenitus here. Like, by a lot. We don't sacrifice a lot by bringing in Dispel. So Dispel is going to come in. Manipulation is going to stay in. I would totally do that. Like, video on demand. Maybe the 5K YouTube sub. Maybe we've hit like, maybe just someday. I don't think that even has to be like a landmark thing. I think I'm going to take a Think Twice out. I don't think we have enough time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I don't think we have that much time to be Think Twicing all the time. Thank you again for the bits, Merlin. Bam. Go, Ninja. Go, Ninja. Go, Ninja. Go. 4-8. 4-8 is the record right now. Man, I'm glad to have all you guys out tonight. Seriously. It is good to see everybody. Do we take out another Think Twice? Probably take out a Whisper Agent. Doesn't matter. Ooh, actually, they might not give it Shadow. They might like go to attacks and just like flash in a Whisper Agent. They don't have it in their hand. It's a little spicy. I don't think it's like 3 Whisper Agents spicy, but it's kind of spicy. So we'll take a Whisper Agent out and we'll do it like that. I kind of like the Xerox cards, even though we haven't seen a lot of them. Disfigure's probably not awesome in this matchup, actually. I don't know what I want over Disfigure. Maybe like Think Twice back in for Disfigure. It takes cards out of their hand, but that doesn't really matter. Anyway, didn't think fast enough. That's amazing, dude. Thank you. This hand is so bad. So bad. This is why you play your fairies and your ninjas in mono blue decks, ladies and gents. This hand's better. Not a lot better, but it's better. I'll keep lands. That's a good one to find. So we'll keep that on top. Yeah, so they might just like turbo kill us here. Kept 7 pretty aggressively. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Probes us, okay. So they might mess us up here. But I'm surprised that wasn't a plains. They could have done this first and then plains did. But maybe they wanted to thin a bit. No, it's true, but they don't know it's coming. Maybe they like tap out. Maybe they tap out on attacks. I don't know, it's like a corner case. We really got to reach here. That's sweet. No, man, that's, dude, my pleasure. I can't imagine, like, I can't even believe people do that. That's so awesome. That's the weirdest part of being in this position is like, not only do I think my brews are like not as good as anyone else's. Like, I don't think they're good at all. So it shocks me that people are interested to see what I'm doing anyway. But the fact that like people would build them, that's just like, that's incredible. That's just sauce. It's just juice. Yep. So we will let them get down a tribe here, we lose. So let's swamp. We'll accumulated knowledge. We're going to try to hit an untapped land exactly one time on their end step here. And I will counter a brainstorm. So if they want to go brainstorm fetch, I'll counter. Because they're doing a lot of digging here. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Awkward competition between being Drago and bounce lands? Yep. And what's up, Haggadaya? I really appreciate that. Who is in the water? He who is in the water. Thank you, man. But it's, yeah, it's tough to believe sometimes. Opponent just heavy on. Did they finally get their planes? They did. This will be the turn, gang. They just choose not to play the planes. Play another island. You got it. I think they're waiting for us to go down Spell Stutter Sprite. Untap. Land. Come on, deck. Buddy. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for their window, and next turn they can leave up Circular Logic, so there's really no point in us waiting for it. So I actually think this turn we're going to run out Spell Stutter, so we can get Ninja down next turn, and then we're going to Aqueduct back an island. Aqueduct back a swamp, actually. So we hit more blue mana, we want to have that down. They're going to cantrip. Okay. Cycle Ash Barrens. And like he was in the water, like you have wicked brews too. Oh yeah, it's been going even more like usual than usual. First week back after, you take a week off Pauper, you lose a little bit of your edge. We're just in here sharpening the skates tonight. Tomorrow night's when things get real. Opponent's still being kind of weird here. This might be when we see the repeal come down. It might. I think Mono Black Control might be a better home for it as well. So this is pretty awkward. Got to go down a lot of our interaction to get down a Ninja here. We're gonna play a Black Source. Go to combat. We gotta try. And I'm assuming this is repeal, but they can't repeal X4 anyway. So we'll pick up Spell Stutter. It can still counter a Miscreant, but ooh, they let us draw. Okay, you got it. I should not have made my land drop. Yeah, we're going to leave up Spell Stutter anyway. Next turn we go up to 5 mana, which allows us to Soul Manipulation and Spell Stutter Sprite back up. Brainstorms. Okay. Sharpening the skates is the... It's funny, right? I've been skating a lot lately. Like I played hockey like through my entire childhood. But I've been actually wearing like really dull skates. It's a funny kind of analogy for my life. Mono Black Control taps out enough that Flash isn't too useful. Yeah, most of the really powerful stuff is sorcery speed, right? You don't see too many of them on Guess Verdict. They're more, I guess, Victim of Night, Doomblade, and Tendrils are what they're usually messing with. Maybe I should have countered that Brainstorm. I don't even know what our opponent could possibly be on over there. Whisper Agent. All right, so play Radiant Fountain, go to combat, and attack. We can do a lot of stuff on their turn now. So I'm feeling pretty confident. And their life total is getting pretty perilous. All right, so our turn, we're going to pitch one of these Whisper Agents. We might not find enough time to cast all of them. Our opponent now does know that the jig is up. And our opponent is aware of that. So here comes Tireless Tribe. So we'll try to... Soul Manipulation... no. Hold on. So we only have Counterspell. So if we Counterspell, we can only use Counterspell. If we Fairy Miscreant, we can counter Creature Spell. Or if we Spell Stutter Sprite, what could they have? Like Dispel? Or Hardcast? Okay. So I'm reading Hardcast. Gatekeeper of Malakir? Oh my god, that would be nuts. That'd be too good. I'm reading Circular Logic here. So how can we play around Circular Logic? We can just Spell Stutter the Tireless Tribe again. Okay, so Soul Manipulation. Counter this, target this. They know we have these spells, though, so I don't... They're going to Dispel. Okay, so Spell Stutter. Targeting Tireless Tribe. Yeah, Hardcaster Logic. Okay, so they get their Tireless Tribe. That's kind of an issue. They only have 3 cards in hand, and they're at a pretty low life total. All right, so play Dismal Backwater. We're still going to attack. Go to combat, swing with Ninja. And I think I'm going to... We have 5 mana, so I think I'm going to Pestermite. Wow, they didn't block. I'm going to Pestermite on their upkeep, targeting this. So if I'm going to do that, then I should play out Fairy Miscreant here. Got to turn this clock up, gang. I only have 3 cards in hand, actually. Maybe that's not the play. But it is what I'm going to do. It does leave them without a blocker for this turn, too. So Pestermite. Tap your Tireless Tribe. They're going to have some crazy number of gushes. I'm telling you. We would like to tap it. So our opponent is now on a 2-turn clock. They don't have enough cards in hand to kill us. Ooh. Okay. Chainer's Edict with Counterspell backup is pretty good. So Chainer's Edict. And they sack Tireless Tribe. We'll Aqueduct back our Radiant Fountain. Combat. Swingaroonies for 5. And we're pretty close here, gang. Play a Fairy Miscreant, draw another card. Pass a turn. I think just like flashing in Whisper Agent on end step could do it. There's another tribe. That doesn't matter. Doesn't have haste. I don't know that they have a way to give it haste. Yep. Augur. Okay, Augur is an issue. Augur is definitely an issue. But I don't know if it's enough of an issue that we actually counter it. I think we got to save our counter spells for next turn. We'll attack for 3. And return them to hand. What do you mean? Tribe with haste. So if we counter Augur here, then we might have a chance to win. We would have to draw like Pestermite or can we still win? So they block. No, they block. So they'll lose one of their creatures. I think it's fine. I'll let it go. All right, so we'll go Surveilling. We'll bottom lands. We also have Chainer's Edict in the bin. I actually think we just got him. Especially if they tap out here. So Agent, going to Surveil. I'm okay with that on top. Turn comes back. We will Radiant Fountain. I don't think there's any reason to get greedy here. So we go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so there's no reason to get greedy. Let's attack with everything. Maybe leave back 1 blocker. We don't want to have to use too much counter magic. Let's attack with everything. Come on, 1/4. We're so close. I can taste it. Because we're at a high life total, they'll have to discard a card to save their tribe. Yep. Discards a land. Takes 4. They're at 1. We'll pass. Can they kill us? 3 cards in hand. We're at 25. We have 2 counter spells. Like, there's no friggin' way. Absolutely no way. Inside Out. I think we have to counter that, right? Like, do we even have to counter that? I think we... What do we counter? So I think we counter Gush here, right? What do we do? We counter Gushes, right? So we let the Inside Out go. Is that correct? We let the Inside Out go. We want to counter things that make them positive cards in hand. Inside Out doesn't do anything with 3 cards in hand. They can't hit us for very much. So we want to counter Gushes. Let it go. We won. Sweet. All right, guys. 1-4. The 1-4 dream.